Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to some more Shadow Empire. As we load back in here, and I will say our logistical situation is still not looking ideal due to all of the insurrectionist activities squatting on our lines of communications, but with the neutrals being pushed off and the rebellion being slowly crushed and its ringleaders executed, hopefully we can begin to stabilize a little bit more, as this road at least should be reopened. I am seriously tempted to start opening further road connections just to avoid getting my one supply line cut again and again. But our industrial capabilities are a little bit limited at the moment, as we also do need to upgrade the truck station in Sparta so as to feed our troops in their continued offensive against the rogue AI, and soon the barbarian invaders as well. A hectic life. A hectic life indeed. Alex Hoffman donates a very generous $50, thank you very much, sir, to say Harch. That's a word. No, it isn't. Hi, Arch. Loved the member stream yesterday. When is the History Channel officially putting its first video out? I've been watching you since before Lurking Hunger Season 1. It's great to see you expand your dreams. Keep up with the great work. Thank you very much, sir. So, currently, the plan is to have a few videos up by the time the Sabbath World Crusade series starts. And I'm going to use that series as a little bit of a commercial board for the History Channel. So, winter, probably. The second and third script, actually, is going to be heading out to voice acting the beginning of next week. And the new prototype models for animations have just been finished and tested as well. And I am aiming to have a fair bit of stuff done before I start releasing things, because I'm going to be doing this and the Sabbath World Crusade, which feels more and more like a very, very bad idea. So, let us put as much stuff on my plate as humanly possible in as short a time as humanly possible. I'm sure it'll work out, maybe, hopefully. Alright, we have some mail to go through. My advisors are spamming me as usual. Incident at the library. Well, the ugly incident you should know about. I noticed more and more local youths were spending way too much time in a local book club. You know, we need soldiers, right? Not librarians. I think you're going to get censored for this, son. In fact, telling you that you're an absolute cockwaffling moron appears to be a very popular decision amongst my leadership, and I wouldn't mind more. I don't know, I kind of want to pivot more towards Fist, but that is obviously a very unpopular decision, so we shall reverse his leaders and tell him to go screw himself. New director for Interior Council. Ah, yes, I still haven't gotten one for that, do I? I do not. Postpone that. Economic Council task. I can lower that. Prospecting. I feel like I've probably done reasonably good prospecting already. I feel like I've probably found most of the stuff, so let's deprioritize prospecting as well. And economic currency policies would be really nice right about now, so that'll be the new focus of the Economic Council. As for the Interior Council, taxation, we do need more priorities. Tariffs, we don't need tariffs at all at the moment, so screw that shit. But human resources, we need badly, so half of that income is going to go towards that. And interior policies. Riots in Hawking. You don't say. You don't say, you don't say, you don't say. Right. I do have an opportunity now to just move an assload of troops into Hawkins and hopefully end the riots. Yep, we ended them. 100 troops dead and 400 rioters killed, but we have put down the riots quite determinedly. And a major worker strike in Sparta too, just to, you know, hammer home the god fucking point. How's Sparta doing? Danger level is diminishing. Unrest isn't actually all that bad, so... we'll give in to demands. We've got assloads of money right now. The Animus Circle. 7 political points? I don't want to give up my PP right now, but... fine. More industrial points? Nope, can't afford that. And an auction. Ooh, okay. Mimir Ocean. Right, remind me. Who was Mimir Ocean again? Because the ones I own was Fenrir Bay, right? Yes. Fenrir Bay and Crimson Tide I own shares in. Mimir Ocean I don't own any tides in. So Fenrir Bay has... They've watered down their stocks a lot. So they're not really worth it. Mimir Ocean probably would be. Maritime Scrooges. I've got the money, so we'll send a bid in. And we don't have a commander for the 3rd Infantry Brigade either just yet. We need more leaders. Pretty badly. Pretty badly. Alright. Did we get anything? No. We're still not getting any leaders. Okay, we're just gonna hope... we're gonna have to hope to generate some. That really is it right about now. Commercial projects. Yep, we are just gonna have to try and hope that the Economic Council can generate ourselves some more leaders right now. That's about it. Alright, so to the south we have Quilthavra, which is not hostile to me, and I'd like to keep it that way. And a tiny bit of Free Folk Marauders, which look like they're, they probably deserve to be wiped out, frankly. And we can probably keep these busy with just militia, so we can advance the infantry further towards the front with the 3rd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. The AI did start to retreat as well. It might actually be getting pushed by the Marauders, the neutrals. It seems like Quothhafen is also attacking those. Metal Deposit in Sparta. Crisis of Violence, yep. Turboprop Engine, Ultralight Aircraft, nice. Light Armor Army, okay, useful. Our bid failed. The Grand Republic offered 2,000 credits. Yeah, again, the AI just tends to offer everything it has to get maritime trade deals because they are very, 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 very good. Right, let's try and deal with the last of the free folk, shall we? There shall be no free people in my fucking empire, I'll have you know. There'll be slaves and indentured servants, and that'll be it. That's good enough. If a man isn't happy serving another man, can he truly consider himself to be an egalitarian or a nice person? I don't think so. Only in slavery can humanity find true freedom. Alright, we also do need to have some occupying forces. Did I have some more militia somewhere? Yes. You, head south. I might just declare war on these guys too, just to deal with them. Then again, I can probably integrate them, so it's probably an enormous waste. CGI Lantern says, choke on my cash art and your obscure gaming fetish. Now I bought it too. Base game solid, but DLC are bad. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Oceania. It doesn't add enough, but I am looking forward to him adding actual ships and stuff, because he did say he was going to add ships, so I am hoping he will, because the lack of naval warfare in a naval-focused expansion is muy tarded. Muy tarded. Any leaders yet? No. Anything? Yes. Jesus Christ, Recruit Junior. Yes. Recruit! I don't care if he's shit at his job, I just need somebody. Anybody will do. Literally anybody will do. Like, actually, genuinely, I'm not picky anymore. I'll take actually anyone. Right. With a leader finally recruited, I can afford to pour some PP into commercial projects. So commercial projects will build, well, it's like the name suggests, it'll build commercial projects in your nation, which are very, 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 very useful because it gives people places to spend their money and shop and be happy. Not only is it beneficial for the local economy, it also raises happiness because people will have something to do with their cash, which in turn will reduce unrest and make people calmer, which I desperately require right about now. Alright, what do we deal with first? The AI or the fucking nomads? The AI can't possibly have that much in the way of forces, I wouldn't think. So dealing with the nomads first would be logical. How is my industrial capacity? I'm actually going up, which is nice. Is my iron mine done? Yeah, it's done this turn, so my metal production should be getting good as well. Truck station is currently upgrading, so we will have a much better logistical system in a little while. My energy situation is not perfect, and I do need more people in general. My populace must fuck harder. You can scrap cards, yes, I know, but I don't like doing so, honestly. Because I prefer, like, you can sacrifice them, but I kind of prefer just building them up as well, so that you always have something to respond to whatever the hell is happening, because most of these cards aren't actually useful. Although, to be fair, prospecting the ruins is probably not actually very worthwhile right now. Archaeological efforts is good, though private investment is good. Workers' privileges is not necessarily useful. I don't want to scrap these either. I mean, they're all useful, that's the problem. Okay, resource room is actually, that's fine as well. Well, it's a person, I suppose. That's something. Alright. If the nomads are going to be our first target, I would need... So the infantry will keep the AI at bay for the time being. The 2nd MG battalion... No, the brigade and the battalion will move up there. We'll keep one brigade back, just to keep an eye on the AI up there. The Grand Republic Grenade Infantry would be useful against the AI, as their weapons are just a little bit better. I shouldn't need to worry about these guys, but let me just put a little bit on the border there, just to be like, yes, I see you. Don't do anything weird or creepy, please. This is going to pound my supply system, but with a tier 3 truck station, hopefully we'll be fine. Interior Council, yep, it's just gonna have to be you. You're awful at the job, but such is life, simple as. An ultralight aircraft can finally be created. A recon aircraft would not be the worst thing in the universe. There's dick all atmosphere, though. That's the problem. Ultralight prop, little fins, 100 lethal fuel tank, no weaponry. Yeah, I ain't gonna go far. Never mind that for now, then. I did make a new APC, I believe. Right, so we can ignore that for now. 2,200 credits for 22,900 populations. 9. Very much so 9. That'll take years to build back. Expanding the fleet. Yep, definitely. Presmesic says, this game really reminds me of the first Civilization, visual-wise. Yeah. Yeah, not far from it. I would in fact say that the first Civilization might even have been more better looking. Ooh, rocketry, now that's useful. Another junior, good. And Mimir Ocean has started one, have they? Wow, so that's the second auction they've started. Huh, they're diluting their stocks really, really fast. I don't know if that's... The more and more I think about it, I don't know if I want to get allied with those guys. Alright, and... I need that junior, just as I need somebody. I don't really know if I want to put money into somebody that's diluting their stocks that often, but my income is so good, I have no reason not to, honestly. Commerce, meritocracy keeps everybody happy, that's fine, I'm earning enough cash. Oh, I'm earning less now. Supreme Command Council, political power growth. Yep, need more PP. My PP must grow larger. Discover models. Discover models.
Copy that.
Solar energy? Sure, why not? Right, infantry brigade. Any of you... neither of you are good at this, but you're... vaguely less awful, so it's your job. Panzer General? Maybe. Panzer General 1. That was a very, very good game. Yeah, damn it. I'm starting to push in and start seizing my assets. I don't like that. Panzer General was an excellent game. Excellent series, straight up, frankly. Alright. We might have an opportunity here, whilst we are still theoretically, technically at peace, to push our lines quite a bit. And maybe even set up a very early surround before the first shot is even fired. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm very scared of opening the logistical tab right about now, honestly. We're gonna need more roads, that's for sure. Alright. Dirt roads are gonna have to do for now. How's the upgrading process? Yeah, I'm starting to lose power, so I do need to watch out for that. Construction finished on the recycling plants. Excellent. That'll start giving me another nice income of metals, rare metals, oils, and everything else. That'll be fantastic. And I'm going to need to upgrade the truck station again as well. Oh, God. Look at this enormous landscape, though. Mech biped. Ooh, Gaseous turbine. That would be lovely for power. I also need to push down here at some point. Try and re-establish contact. The crusade against the infidel continues. The savage, in this case, more exactly. The new version of Panzer Generals, quote-unquote, Panzer Corps, not bad, Panzer Corps 2. I've been having a lot of fun with the campaign, because the campaign is ridiculously huge, in that every year of the war has its own campaign. Siege Infantry Army, nice. So you can carry... well, the auction, cool. So you can carry on your units from the Spanish Civil War all the way, eventually, to 1945, and potentially even beyond in alternative history scenarios, which is really cool. I quite like that. Now, they do drop the ball hardcore on the voice acting front, mind you, in that there basically isn't any actual voice acting. The voice acting in Panzer there actually is none. There is actually zero, which is a bit disappointing. Hello there. You seem to be getting awfully cozy in my rear lines. How about you stop that and perhaps get surrounded instead? How about that? Which is a bit disappointing because the other Panzer Corps alternative, Strategic Mind, I think, or something like that, that one actually has fully animated cutscenes in 3D, which is really cool. Only problem with that is they do have voice acting, but their voice acting is unfathomably bad, which kind of sort of ruins a lot of it, honestly. And I mean bad. I mean, like, actually, it would have been better if they didn't have it bad. Like, atrociously bad. In fact, I would recommend you look it up on YouTube. It is, Start upgrading that, because I'm betting already... Yeah, already my supply system is getting a little bit pounded. I can maintain it, but I'm already down to, like... 60 points on my main axis of advance? Yeah. We're definitely going to want a lot more than that. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me see if I can actually find it. Was that the one? No. That was another one. Oh, there it is. Strategic Mind. See, the Strategic Mind one is actually very good in terms of the gameplay. It's actually excellent. I quite like it a fair bit, actually. But the voice acting, let me see. Can I find an example here? Oh God. Is that one? Right, hold on. You need to hear this. I'm just gonna find it. Ah, here we go. Okay, actually, they've made it a little bit better. They've made it a little bit better than I remember, which is nice. It's a little bit better. Let's see. Let me pop that up there for a second, because I do actually kind of recommend this game in its own little retarded way, at least. In his own little retarded way. Ah, here we go. Here. So this is from Strategic Mind, which is a Panzer Corps Panzer Generals like, but with full cinematics, which is neat, but they are ruined somewhat by, again, the voice acting.
1st of September.
Herr Führer, in case of military intervention in Poland, we will come under a very serious threat of an attack by Russian forces. I am sure that the Reich is not ready to fight two enemies at once.
Calm down, Halda. Ribbentrop has just signed the non-aggression pact with our Soviet comrades, which outlines the spheres of interest and confirms our mutual decision about the partition of Poland. As the Commander-in-Chief, I am sure it is best for us to be allies and trade partners with Soviet Russia, not enemies.
I have heard you say that you were not stupid enough to enter the war for the sake of Danzig.
It's funny levels bad. It genuinely is, and it's a bit sad because again, they've clearly put in a ton of effort here. Like they've made fully like animated things, and they've moved them, and they've got briefings and shit, which is really cool. But it's just like it's so It's so bad, it would actually be better if they didn't. Like, it's genuinely a little bit tragic. Did AI do this? I wish AI did this. Honestly, if they'd used AI to do this... Well, bear in mind, this was before AI really became a thing, so they couldn't, but... I have a sneaking suspicion the AI would actually probably have been better. Unironically. I think the AI would have done a better job. And I feel bad because they're a tiny little studio and they're clearly doing their best, and I don't want to be like too hard on them, but it's yeah. Yep, indeed. Yep, indeed. Alright, some motorbike infantry would not actually be the worst thing in the universe, so let's get a unit of those up and going. Operationalize the light armor army. So we can create customized formation types, which is very nice. We're gonna hold out for the infantry brigade because I want to give that RPGs. Because the RPGs will be tremendously useful in those formations. You can't really discover space travel, but you can get pretty advanced. Like, you can get plasma weapons and shit like that, and, like, hypersonic jets and all kinds of stuff. Because you start out with barely figuring out how a propeller works, with, like, improvised firearms, like single-shot bolt-action rifles and such garbage. Let's focus on expanding the fleet. Yep, definitely. Expand fleet. Fleet to grow. Fleet to inflate to. Ooh, big fleet to. Big fleet too good. Ever larger fleet too better. Yes. If fleet too could be infinitely large, this too would be acceptable. Let's see if the AI tries to break out through my encirclement. They would have a decent chance of doing so. As to the north, I've only got like a couple hundred dudes with Grand Republic era infantry weaponry. They try to break out through one of the stronger areas, and they do fail, taking no losses, but not really inflicting too much on me either. Rocket engines, that'll help. And the nomads are getting hyper-aggressive, trying to salvage their surrounded friends, which is actually going to end up biting them pretty bad in the ass, because now they're going to allow me to actually surround several of their units right here. And cut them off completely. Yeah, that was a very, very bad strategic move, my boy. It's like, we're gonna come save you. Ha 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 ha. Your definition of saving is cute and extraordinarily misguided. I have you know, I will kill all of you. Right. With a little bit of luck, the overwhelming firepower of the independent artillery batteries will be able to disable some of the walkers. Nope. Walkers are really powerful. They're Grand Republic era shit. They're tough as nails. But with some infantry soaking the damage and some Grand Republic era infantry moving in there, we should be able to disable them. I hope. There we go. Lovely. The bots are down. We'll reinforce the surround, and we'll prepare to teach these savage barbarian shitfucks what a real army looks like. Bipedal cavalry. Wow, that is one hell of an... That's a face right there. Now this is what we fight for, chat. The eradication of disgusting mutants like this is what we fight for. This is what we fight for. So that our children will not have to grow up next to mutant scum. Speaking of mutant scum, did you abandon the, yes you did, you abandoned the refugee camp. Refugees actually equal good in this video game because refugees are free population, which is lovely. There. 2 turns left for the upgrade. We do need to capture that power plant sooner rather than later, but we've got some time before we start running full force out of energy. I'm an old fart says, in the Siege of Rack series, you said the Mechanicus had a massive train. Would it have been like the train we see in Necromunda hired gun, but smaller? No, it was one of those trains. The mass transport trains. I forget the exact name of them, but it would be exactly like the one in Necromunda. Like, it was enormous. It transported the supplies for the entire army practically by itself, like millions of men. National budget. No changes. Policy speech. I would prefer to continue focusing on the bureaucratic assets. Definitely. Start researching a rocket engine. Sparta is demonstrating again. We'll just give them money. No. We shall simply just give them cash. Schools and brothels are under construction. Good, good. You can never have too many whorehouses, after all. It is a commonly known fact that you cannot have too many whorehouses. It is actually physically impossible. No one will ever object to a brand new whorehouse, after all. Speaking of whorehouses, I do need to build more bureaucratic offices to increase my administration like I had promised. There is very little difference between a whorehouse and a governmental office, in my opinion. The primary difference is that the whores are considerably less expensive, and they fuck you up front rather than, you know, in the back, in the shadows, without you really even being able to know what exactly is going on. Lord of Opossum says, "Hi Arch, how's your day going?" Very well, thank you very much, Lord of Opossums. I'm enjoying some Shadow Empires. And shitting on politicians. Yep, there we go. Vidcom broadcasting. That would be nice, yes. Mass videos, light helicopters, lovely. Motorized MG infantry army, one of the less useful. Crimson Tide is starting auction. Jesus. Like, normally, you just can't get the maritime trade houses to auction off anything at all. And yet now, that seems to be all they're doing. Crimson Tide, eh? I'm kind of running out of cash to pay all of these auctions for, honestly. Well, bit unfortunate. I'm an old fart also says, I would love a 40k city builder where you build a hive city. Me too! Jesus Christ, I would love that. That'd be excellent. That'd be a really cool city builder. Right, take over Freedom Camp to keep the refugees in our hands. It looks like they retreated from the ruins, but you can never know for certain if they actually did or not. Declare war? Yep. Then again, I don't consider this war, frankly. I consider this extermination. Begin the artillery barrage to wipe out the savages. Rain hellfire upon their primitive little huts. But sir, there are women and children in their villages. I do not recognize them as women or children. I recognize them only as pulp to be ground beneath the treads of our tanks. Oh, I lost a tank. It's unfortunate. Filthy, dirty savages. I will be sending you the bill for that. And they've retreated completely. Nice. Alright, that will wipe out at least 3 formations. The 5th Pabarus Regiment, the 2nd and the 3rd. Good, good, very good. The 2nd and 3rd Brigades are doing excellent work so far with the 1st Independent Light Tank Regiment. Doesn't look like they're going to need the reinforcements just yet. Alright, let's see if we can swing our PP around to convince the people of Galt that I am their friend, and that they should not be treated like savages. Perhaps they would instead like to be treated as normal human beings. Would you like to become a client state? Yes. They are overjoyed that they will not be holocausted, but instead be allowed to live on as slaves to my glorious empire. Good, at least somebody understands what's going on here. Lord of the Opossum says, good to hear. Good. And Second message retracted. I take it, whatever his name was, the new leader of YouTube didn't like that either. Ooh, a zoo. Yes, I'd love a zoo. Thank you. Put it in Hawkins. In fact, Hawkins. I don't like the name of Hawkins. Hawkins is a pretty terrible name. Hey, you! Ian! I think we shall rename the city now that it's finally become relatively calm again. There we go. Much better. I'd really like to keep control of Crimson Tide, so I'm gonna bid another $1,000 on that. Trading plans sales for new ships and bases they're building. Do we let them? Yes, because I need to have Crimson Tide become big and powerful. Archtown are harassed. I should have a not as decent a garrison as I was hoping. Yeah, I can't really send in the army there, sadly. 82 versus difficulty of 148, so 50-50 chance. Let's take it. Success. Nice. Good job. Nomads are assaulting our traders. Don't worry. We'll do something about that. We are going to fix the nomad problem. I fucking guarantee you that. You are not going to have any problems with nomads. No, sirree. Not a one. Because there will be no nomads. They will simply just disappear. It'll be recorded in the history books as a natural occurrence. They will simply just die out. Like the dinosaurs, basically. No one will be to blame for this. Unless somebody is to be given the credit for it, of course, in which case it'll be me. But I don't think there is a future for nomad civilizations on our planet. Oh, goddammit. Failed by 38 credits. Well, that's mildly annoying. Alright. Move up the artillery batteries. Give them a turn to get situated. We wouldn't want to waste our shells, after all. Shells are expensive, but savages... Savages are countless and practically free. Meanwhile, we can continue seeing if we can pinch off another unit of robots up here. How's the supply lines holding up? Better than I'd feared, honestly. How far is the construction finished? Fantastic. Right, so my logistical system should be able to keep pace with demands fairly easily. And I've got a fair bit of PP now on my side as well. Right, slaves, are you ready to recognize the fact that you are indeed subservient to me? Yes. Yes, they are indeed aware of the advantages of being part of somebody better than them. Thank God that there is still some people on this silly planet with sense in their minds. I had a spare leader, didn't I? So I'll have a governor for it next turn. In fact, to prove to them that they have made the correct decision, let's kick off a couple of commercial projects as well. The zoo, we'll build the zoo in Archistan. Expel population. Soon. Soon. Right. Let's flood them with some spies, because I want to know exactly what they're dealing with, and I also want to get lots and lots of XP on this guy.
Copy that.
I need him to be good at what he does.
Copy that. Copy that.
There. We are going to know everything about these little shits. The characters do have their own little experience things as well, so that the more stuff you do, they will actually get experience points, and they will then try to spend those experience points to increase their skills. So you can see here that he's trying to upgrade skills, for example, so that he'll become better at his spying nonsense. the Spy Master is probably the single most important guy in your entire nation, because he is the best way of getting rid of leaders that are stealing too much money from you by assassinating them. To 22 for current 19 to 22 leaders. Nah, I don't want that. Nope. 50 PP points for the last one. Okay, so we'll save up 50 PP. 25,000 population. No. This is 25,000 population. How many people even live in Sparta? Yeah, it's like a quarter of the populace. Or more like a fifth, but it's still a massive amount. IP... Yes, I'm willing to let you use industrial capacity to build ships. Because we need Mimir Ocean and Crimson Tide to get massive fleets so they can wipe out every other maritime trade house on the planet. Mark James says people should know when they are conquered. Would you? Would I? That's a good quote. That's a very good one. Gas-powered small arms. Oh, good. The German G11. The whole idea. Ooh, bazookas. The whole idea of why do we need a cartridge? 6 machinery has been secured. 20 rare materials. Fantastic. Lovely, lovely. See, that was one of the actual... Okay. The Man in the High Castle is a show that I both kind of like and kind of hate at the same time. In part, I hate it because it's paced really poorly at times. I genuinely dislike a lot of the activity with the rebels when they're doing rebel shit. Because frankly, the rebels are not very interesting. The rebels are just like, oh, woe is me, we are fighting the Schnazis. And we will win over the Schnazis by increasing the unlikely circumstances. As they do. They eventually defeat the Schnazis by derailing their train, shooting one of their officers, and then all of the other Schnazis are like, well, I guess that is it, we surrender. The war is over. It's so fucking stupid. But I love it because, like, the American German dude, like, I love him. He has an excellent fucking story. How he rises from being a nobody in the American army. How he's like, this is our only chance to live, to surrender, and get advantageous positions, etc. The scene where they're discussing surrender, you know. Man, I love his character. He is an excellent character. He's the only one I cared about at the end of that show. And then he had to die because he was the last Nazi. Ugh. Noah R. donates a very generous $20, thank you very much, sir, to send me a Shiba Inu in samurai gear. Thank you. Good. It's a victory poker. It's a victory award, yes. I appreciate you cheering me on in this endeavor to rid the world of filthy, inhuman half-breeds. It is an important endeavor that we do here today. Custom army template. Yes, I can do that. Now, we should have a decision to send a general to Gold. No? Ah, no. New advisor. No, because he's shit at his job. 7, that's fine. Point advisor. He's terrible at everything he does. He would make an awful advisor. Postpone. Military Research Council. We can prioritize research now over discovery. Foreign Affairs. Major Diplomacy. Nope, that's fine. We still need to deal mainly with minors. Expansion quarrels. Yep. Push the expansionist agenda as much as possible. Go to Minor City. Definitely. Governor of Gold. Oh, Judah Johnson. Oh, of course, it keeps the governor. Right, okay, fair enough. Right, so... Let's see here. Alex Hoffman donated a very generous $50 today, so we shall name this after him. Alexville. Aleville. That sounds very French. There. Workers' salaries, we can afford to pay them a little bit, so that's not too bad. We will have them recruit a portion of the population into the army every term. And we can allow emergency food if required. It shouldn't be a problem, honestly. We're in a very verdant world. They should be able to grow more than enough food. From Nebelbound, propose we actually open an embassy in each other's nations. I still don't know where this Nebelbound place is. I have actually no genuine idea. Wait, no, they're on the other... Oh, they're on the other side of the ocean. Hello. Republican Major Regime. Wait, is this Nebelbound too? Oh, wait. Is it? I thought this was something... With Havre. Oh, that is Nebelbound. But they've got different icons. I'm slightly confused. Okay. Well, I am fine with opening diplomatic relations, even if my advisors are against it. Parliament's turn. Yes. Nice. Nice. And they're like, hey, can we have an embassy? By the way, we fucking hurt you. Jesus. I don't have enough PP to send an ambassador, so I'm just gonna have to take that decrease. Nemo explains that a syndicate terrorist organization with the lands active in our cities. Sure, I'll help out with dealing with the syndicalists. I don't like communists, after all. Communists are filthy and disgusting. We don't like them very much at all. Speaking of, reports, organization. How are you doing on the, no, it's not you. Interior Council? No. God, who was the one who redesigned things? Is it you? No. Interior Council? Taxation, Secret Service is not you. Is it Staff Council? Yes, it's the Staff Council, that was it. Accept customized formation. 15. How many do I have? Can't tell. Once I have 150, I can customize the formation to give myself RPGs in it, which would be very, 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 very useful. I don't even have any PP. Let's see if I can... Have I enough? No, 143. I need 160. So this is how you customize stuff. You pay the cost, which you build up over time, and then you can add different things to it. For example, I could go to the light tank battalion, and I could add in a reinforcements of infantry, machine gun, buggies, or artilleries to it. I'm going to save for the machine gun infantry, because if I could add machine gun infantry to it, not machine infantry, to RPGs to it, I would then have the ability to actually have anti-armor capabilities within the formation that is otherwise primarily dedicated to defense against infantry. Right. With Alexville's militia under my control, I can surround those little robots over there. And I also get myself a underground library. Gives me more bureaucracy points. Lovely. I will take it. We shall give the nomads another turn of bombardment before we deign to crush them beneath our treads. You can also research orders of battle, which will give you access to new OOB organizations. Like, for example, the light tank army is just, like, nothing but tanks, basically. The time of violence is done, thank God. We're entering a time of confidence, increasing my word score. Fate Stratagem pack available, lovely. Boomtown, that's nice. It's very nice, actually. Boomtown will be very useful. Oh, are they trying to rescue their friends? How very touching. If also very, very retarded. It's raining fragmentation grenades. I see you've come to share your brethren's fate. I applaud your determination to die together, even if I do consider it to be thoroughly retarded. Actually, you've arrived just in time. Just in time. You have front row seats to watching the deaths of those you attempted to save. Ah, prisoners. Fantastic. Bring them over the lines to their friends. We'll execute them all together. This will teach you a valuable lesson about declaring war on civilized nations. A very, 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 very powerful lesson. Long-lasting one too, I hope. Alright, with that, my war against the nomads is probably more or less settled. Now, it'd be lovely if I could have the motorcycles go down here and open up a tiny bit of a path, just so I can get a supply line going down to Sparenheim here. That would be ideal. I'll continue to constructing dirt roads in that direction. We're probably going to need to set up a truck bureau down here, but I'm hoping I can maybe squeeze by. Oh, Jesus. Nebelbound is building up quite a bit of refineries on this island here. Lots of Doan farms. They're building up a food economy. Not a bad idea. Speaking of economy, let's produce a little bit more ammunition whilst we're at the topic. Right, Alexville. Is there anything you require in particular? They've got most of the basics. I wouldn't mind nationalizing the transport hub, though. Let's do that. Okay. If that is the case, we probably want to start investing in more industry, seeing as we will be gaining that power plant in not too long. We do require energy, though. Let's see. We are researching solar power plants. We don't actually have it just yet. Yep, let's get the industry going as soon as possible. Upgrade the bureaucratic officers again.
Affirmative.
Yep. I am stretching my energy to its limit right now. I'm entirely aware of that, but I do have the solar cells on the way, so it shouldn't be a problem, I hope. I pray. Let's get an airbase up there for safety measures, as I don't know quite what the little bots might be up to. It is only a crime if you get caught, correct. And if you win, it's not a crime at all. It is a great achievement. Incident with perceived cowardice. A bit of an incident while I was making an inspection tour in Archistan. There were ruffians beating up a group of women. I hope you applauded. And well, I did not really do anything. Give him a medal. Support the leader's actions. Good. Women should not be walking around in public without a veil on, god damn it. This is their problem. You can't expect men to control themselves when their women are walking around flaunting their goods like that. No. Oppress them, god damn it. Otherwise they'll ruin our society. 72 level 5. Sure, that's fine. Major worker strike. I think I have a solution to that, potentially. Success, yes. 800 rebels were put down. Fantastic. Less rebels to deal with. CEO has an emergency requiring some PP power. Sure, that'll make all of my leaders happy, so why not? Omnia sealed door in Sparta. Uh-huh. I'll study it first. It seems safe, sir. Whatever they quarantined in the past is gotta be long dead by now. Okay. Well, if you say so. I'll allow it. Nope. Alright, well, I mean, if you say so, was it... So, man? No. How did you do the thing again? Because there's a button to do the thing. It's not zone orders, is it? No. Workers don't need to be paid that well. I can't remember where the goddamn button is. There is a button to do decisions. I have no idea where that button might be. Nor, I imagine, is the game going to tell me anytime soon. Well, I'm sure I'll discover the button at some point. Maybe. Possibly. Oh wait, is it this button? It might be... No, it's definitely not this button. I'm virtually certain it is not this button. Well, let's hope the game reminds me at some point. Okay, what are my fate decisions right now? Motherload, Traveling Teacher, Treasure Hoard, Labor Day Fat Merchant, Boomtown. Boomtown is always good. Let's see. So Alexville has a population of what? 106,000? 142,000 and 133,000. Alright, we'll put Boomtown on Archtopia then. Another 5,000 population, not too bad. Casino, that would not be a bad idea either. Pop that down. A scientific outpost is not as valuable as its town. In fact, I might want to save for the high-tech vault. And we need to save up some PP for the private investment. Mark DeShame says, for the eras, they should hide the name until the end, as is done with most of history. I suppose, but that would be a little bit churlish as well, because you're like, okay, what's actually happening? Why is everything pain? Oh, it turns out it's because you're in an era of tremendous public revolt and unrest. The game already doesn't give you enough information, so it'd be somewhat crude to hide even more. Welcome, natives! These are tanks! They hurt. A lot. I understand. I understand now so very well why the British had so much fun across the world, civilizing the savages. It is truly a delightful experience. Right, sadly, these are not quite so savage. We are just simply going to throw an absolute assload of bodies at the robots, hoping that we will overwhelm their twin Gatling cannons with sheer body mass. That is our idea here. No, that did not succeed. That is not going to work out either. Nope. That's not going to work out either, no. Right, did we have some of the... Yes, we got some Grand Republic era infantry down here. We probably need to move them north to deal with the robots. Before the robots deal with us. Alright, savages in the north seem to be nice and quiescent, which is lovely. Nice and calm. Bazin becomes a bridge god worshipper. Congratulations, you have entered the hallowed halls of the rare elite. Joan Johnson asks, what are your favorite pairings when it comes to the ideologies in the game? Meritocracy, commerce, and mind is my favorite combo. Well, okay, so the... Ooh, I didn't see what that was. Private assets, yes. I'm working on it, I'm working on it. So, these are the ideologies, again, as I sort of explained earlier. They give you access to certain cards and units that will depend upon the amount of score you have in your things here. So, the ones I like, so the three perfect ones, right? Administrative competence, like meritocracy, is pretty damn nice. Reign of Fear isn't bad either, though, because firing squad. This is quite nice, because it gives plus morale to troops, and it makes that retreating isn't really as common, shall we say. It means that you can use militias far more effectively and aggressively. And Bunker Buster. Like, the Bunker Buster is amazing, because it gives you a ton of attack against entrenchment. And entrenchment is one of the most assholey thing to deal with, so... Autocracy, meritocracy, I'd kind of say they're roundabout the same. Honestly, there's not too much difference in them. Government, I mostly don't like as much, honestly. It's got some decent ones, like draft colonists, for example, which can give you free colonists, but it's not that worthwhile, honestly. I've never really gone down the length of it, so I don't know how good the workers' elites and stuff are, but they don't seem that good. Enforcement is quite nice, though, because you get access to stuff like efficiency drives, for example. As for these one, I almost always go mind. I think I've almost always go mind. Heart doesn't look bad, because it gives you a morale for combat rounds, which is nice. And I don't think I've ever gone fist fully. Infantry attack plus 100. That's not bad. No entrenchment, though. 20% chance to die under fire. Suicide bomber. Oh, okay. Well, that's funny, at least. We have attached a new specialist to your army, sir. Oh, really? What is it? A sniper? Artillery specialist? No. Suicide bombers. There you go. Well, I mean, you can't argue that they're not specialists. God damn it. Okay, so they do have some dudes in my way. Well, so far, I need to spend PP on money first. Zones. I need to spend PP on private investment, first and foremost, because I did promise I would. So we're going to do that first. And I'll pick the director on the mere corporation is moving forward. Yes, I wouldn't mind that. That would give me more mind. Staff council. I wouldn't mind starting to invest a little bit in posture, at least. A bit more on customized formation types as well. Operationalize OOBs. Roundabout. Right, gas-powered small arms, rocketry, radiation filters, guided RPGs, or side skirts. Rocketry, because rocketry is really goddamn useful. Because it gives you artillery with range, which is nice. Oliver Nord asks, how is blowing yourself up a specialty? How do you even gain practice for that? Well, you just give them, like, test suicide belts, and you go like, hey, run over yonder and scream. And if they do, like, you don't tell them that it's a test vest, obviously, because that would... That means you don't get a good simulation, right? You tell him that that's a real vest. And then you tell him to get into the nearest busy market and do his thing. And if he does do his thing, well, it's a loyal suicide bomber right there. If he doesn't do his thing, well, then you shove a gun into his face and impress upon him the value and the importance of his struggle, and how if he gets it wrong the next time, there will at the very least be a real bullet in the gun, if nothing else. Constructing roads and roads. I could use another city down here, honestly. A logistical hub. I mean, because this is a lot of dead ground in between me and the next, like, area here. A lot of dead ground. And this area is potentially tremendously wealthy. I think.
Yes.
that we probably want to start up some proper recycling and mining operations down here. Just really drain this place dry of its resources. Ruins are not endless. Ruins will dry up, and when they do, they dry up completely, as in you've scavenged every little piece of worthwhile material from them. There ain't shit left. There's nothing left, and so they're just kind of done at that point, and you gotta move on to bigger and better things. The same also holds true for metal mines and stuff too, so they will eventually run out. And didn't I discover a metal mine somewhere? I thought. A private metal mine. Let's nationalize that immediately. Yep, I'm gonna need that metal. I'm gonna need that metal now. A private oil well? No thank you. I'd like that too. See, private things like that, it's good because it helps the local economy a lot. But it also means that you don't get the full benefit out of it. Something that I am often in opposition to. We're starting to run into the maximum storage of oil though, so we will not privatize the oil wells, because frankly I don't need them. And I don't think I can store them yet, can I? No, I don't have access to storage stuff yet, so there isn't any point in doing anything more than that. Alright, the industry is under construction. I probably overloaded my building system there quite severely, honestly, and I do need to think about some food in the not too distant future as well, so we'll keep that in mind. Mark James says, a fun fact, kamikaze pilots weren't always successful. That's true. In fact, in the majority of the cases, they weren't successful, particularly with the suicide boats. Those were garbage. Absolute garbage. Alright. Depleted one oil well, but we just discovered another, so that's not the worst thing. Aircraft design. Light armor army. Nice, nice, nice. What's this? Frieda Falkenstein, leader, unclear. Alright, so we've got a minor nomad regime. Oh god, more filthy savages. Alright. Well, we can't trust the savages. More fucking nomads. Alright. I was going to start pushing in here, but this is such a vast wasteland. It's probably better to secure my southern extent first, and then worry about pushing into God only knows how much dead territory is over here. We'll leave like 3 brigades to guard the frontier, and we'll remove the rest of the battalions over to secure my southern border. I can probably afford to move these 2 brigades over now as well, and we'll leave the militia in Archistan. And these militias will continue to keep an eye out up here as I continue to spar with the Free Folk Marauders. Next turn, we'll have 2 units of Grand Republic era infantry to try and deal with the bots, which should secure my northern flank. National budget allocation, no changes, it'll just piss people off. Salaries, I think they're paid more than enough as it is, frankly, little fuckers. Actually, since I have so much money, let me buy a little bit of loyalty. Secret Service. Spying. Spying, spying, spying. Is that all you've got? Aircraft design at the moment? Okay, well, keep working on that, I guess. Right. Have I got any chance of getting helicopters that function? I doubt it right now. Let's see if we can get a tactical attack. I'm gonna need a... The atmosphere is so fucking thin on this planet. I would need a very heavy design if I'm gonna have any chance. High-speed machine guns. I do have some bomb hatches. Nah, okay. Let's see. What if we go... It's not going to have enough engine power. But for shits and giggles, we'll make the lightest design we can. No, it's literally non-functional. Like, the atmosphere is so thin, these can't even take off. So we need the heavy rotors. Yeah, it's not feasible right now. It is not feasible right now. What about... I did get rocket engines. If I mount medium rocket engines on it, I have a tiny fuel span and a decent one, and then a bomb hatch. Still ass. What about heavy turboprop? Even more fuel. No. The atmosphere is simply too thin. I'm gonna have to wait for jets to make anything actually useful here. The atmosphere is just straight up too thin for helicopters. Helicopters are probably never going to be useful on this planet at this rate, in all due likelihood, which is a little bit sad, because I do like helicopters. But, they're probably going to be ass. 25mm of steel, a heavy diesel engine. Siege MG Infantry Army, motorized mechanized light infantry army, motorized mechanized. None of these are actually all that useful, but try to operationalize the Siege Infantry Army. Sparta are about to start striking. Well, I don't have any military in Sparta, but I do have plenty of cash, so we'll pay them off. Nice and simple. Right, I am completely dry on metal. Let's see, can I buy some? I do have plenty of money. I can, it's expensive as fuck, but it'll keep me running for a little while longer, so I'll do that. I swear to God, there were more metal mines somewhere that I am currently just not seeing. Wasn't there a thing for metal somewhere? Wasn't there a thing for metal somewhere? I think there was a thing to tell me where metal is. It's just knowing where the hell it could be. No, there isn't. I thought there were metal deposits. Well, their recycling plants will give me some access to metal when they eventually get up and running again. The light industry, when that gets up, will be a big asset. I could upgrade the metal mine here. It's got 31,000 metals left, so there's plenty of metal still in the ground. But upgrading that is going to cost me 125 metal, 2 turns, 2 machines. We'll start upgrading that. I have completely overran my my industrial capacity right now. I am very much so aware of that. But we'll just have to trickle in a little bit as it goes. Andrew McGrew says, "Hey Larch, what's the dominant aesthetic for the glorious all-conquering Archistan self-defense forces? Space Eastern Bloc or futuristic NATO wave?" Definitely NATO wave, because we are pretending that we are liberating people, okay? We are giving people... Oh, rare metal deposit. Those are rare. Oh, medium tanks. Nice. Because we are... Heavy MG army, that would actually be lovely. Because we are including nations into our empire. We are mostly just eradicating savages rather than people, you know? There's a difference. Nomads are not people. Most of them are barbarian cannibals. Unironically, most of them are barbarian cannibals. And so eradicating them is frankly a service to society. I am protecting everybody else against their savage, distasteful, and disastrous ways. So definitely NATO wave. Alright, come on, GR infantry. Whilst the rest of the infantry forces provide you with meat shields. Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, human fucking wave the bitches. Break them with your bodies. Come on, come on. Nope, I literally don't have the firepower to deal with the robots. And I don't really want to break away my armor either. Alright, well, we'll just fucking keep them surrounded up there for now then. Alright, in the meantime... Ooh, that's a large formation of nomad cavalry. Let's see, we can strategic move these units. A strategic move uses the logistical system rather than the unit's movement to move, so it's kind of like Hearts of Iron's rail transportation thing, basically. That's what it is. You use the logistic system, trucks and rail systems, instead of having the units actually march, which allows them to move a hell of a lot faster, of course. But it also eats up the stuff you use to, well, literally transport food and ammunition to your guys, so you want to use it somewhat sparingly. These little shits are becoming annoying, and they're advancing a little bit to the south, which I'm not a massive fan of. Air Force Research Council, you need to start discovering stuff again. Mystic Temple asks for help with a feast. Sure, I am made of money now after all, so why the hell not? Speaking of being made from money, let's continue to drive up the price of metal to ridiculous heights by buying it up at a ludicrous cost. Speaking of ludicrous cost, I also need machines as well. I really have hammered my fucking economy a little bit too roughly here, frankly. Especially due to my lack of metal resources. Andrew McGraw also says, Arch IRL, anti-authoritarian, anti-communist. Arch in-game, all your stuff belongs to the government now. Because I said so. Because it is. I know better than them how to use their stuff. And so they will give me their fucking stuff. See, we are entering a time of confidence. Like, they know I will be able to deal with their stuff far better than them. Aerodynamic designs, that will be useful. Solar energy, thank fuck. Assault infantry army, that will actually be useful as well, yep. As I'm still ravaging my power supply. And the power thing was way the fuck over there, wasn't it? I should probably start advancing towards that. Let's. Yep, there it is. I'll send in a little bit of support for that brigade. Because I'm a little bit worried about them. Well, sirs, it appears as if you have become entrapped. How very tragic. How very tragic for you indeed. Looks like more of you are about to get entrapped. Unfortunate. Alright. Nice and simple. So we're continuing our anti-nomad operations in the south. Let's increase our prospecting. Let's see if I can find some more metal. Interior Council, that's fine. Guided RPGs would be useful. Power plant. Power plant. Definitely. Rogue Doctor in Sparta. Close his lab by force. I know that event. You do... Trust me. That doctor is not a very good doctor. He is not there to heal or help your populace. He is there to screw you over rather royally. Yes. Do not allow him. He is a quack of the highest order and should be treated as such with considerable distaste. Alright. I have 73 PP now, which is pretty good. Free trade wouldn't be the worst thing, honestly, against Negelbund. Do I have a trade agreement that I could possibly try to force upon them? Yes. Morgan Jackson proves herself yet again to be the consummate diplomat. Lovely. That's an extra source of income for me. I'll send a few spies in there so I can get the lay of the land. And keep the happiness up a little bit. Commercial project is fully built there. Built another one there. And some more private investment. One there. And one there. Nice, that'll keep our economy rolling. Lovely. And we'll just have to keep surrounding those little shits. Next turn, our anti-savage operations can finally take up the next step and begin eradicating Pocahontas' descendants, they would be. Ah, Pocahontas. Fuel deposit, I mean, that's nice, but... Propeller engine efficiency, that would be good. And Rover 2s. Pocahontas died of smallpox, which was, mildly tragic. God damn it, they're sitting on their power plant. Oh, fucking shits. Don't they understand that sharing is caring? Oh, fucking selfish bastards. Well, I've got a solution to selfish savages. It's the same solution I apply to all problems, including savages, frankly. Violence. It's a very effective one. I do like how I've raised all of my military leaders now as well to just be like, war with the natives, you say, sir? Jolly good. I shall fetch my hunting rifle immediately. And the regular infantry will move in and mop out the rest. Search and destroy anti-insurgency action. Complete. Continue to push into the lands of New Archtopia to ensure the safety of our settlers that will be following close behind. River crossing, non-ideal. Long journey, non-ideal. Right, and then we'll give them some land to traverse. Block them up with the motorcycles. They can still sneak out of there, but at least their directions are a little bit more confounded like this. Right, we finished our ridiculous round of construction, which is lovely. And I'm going to need some solar panels. Machines. 1 turns, can I... Yes, I can buy them for relatively cheap, so let's buy 2. And we'll set up a pair of solar farms to alleviate our energy problems. Ah, right, shit, I forgot about the organizational nonsense. Actually, do I happen to have a PP power somewhere? I think I might. I don't. Well, that's unfortunate. If I had a PP power... I do not have a PP power. Alright, I'll try to remember it next turn. 36. I've got that. That's not a problem. 36. Alright, actually, let me do some scrapping here, because I'm sure I've got lots of useless shit. Militia, useless. Expel population could be useful. Militia, useless. I don't need money, so that's fine. Archaeological effort, I will keep. Emergency tax is not useful right now. Can sacrifice one of those. Sues, I'm keeping. Worker privileges, I recognize no such thing. Medal of Merit, useful. I'm not going to be selling any shares anytime soon. Commercial CO. Commerce +7. Nice. That's not the worst thing in the universe. Target design for the Model Council. Okay, what do we need? I'm working on guided RPG, so it'll be too early to work on the bazookas. Medium tank would not be the worst thing in the world. Let's get some 88mm flax up and running. I doubt there's going to be anything with any sort of flyers for a while, but better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I am surprised that our adventurers did actually manage to hold on to that thing they discovered. I mean, they themselves starved to death long, long ago, but still. Alright, they tried to break out, but they were violently repulsed. Good. Lightweight alloys. Nice, that would be very useful as well. Water purification. Water is not going to be a problem, thank you very much. New fate stratagems. Crimson Tide starts an auction. Shit, I don't have enough money for that. I really sort of don't. Okay. Well. Let's move in and deal with the, oh Jesus, these savages had trucks. Had being the key word. As whilst a truck is indeed a rather neato-cheeto piece of technology, it somewhat pales in comparison to light tanks with 40mm autocannons, as it turns out. You cheeky little git. I don't think so. I don't think he will be surrounding any of my dudes anytime soon, no. Militia forces, you can return. As we continue our pacification operations. I was using machines for other things, wasn't I? Yeah, recycling, I guess. Okay. Well, we're starting to earn metal again, which is lovely. Our industrial points are going up quite smoothly. We're probably going to need a lot more energy than I had anticipated. However, could we build a power plant? It'll burn 500 fuel. Do we have 500 fuel? Yes, we're actually at max fuel. So yes, let's get a power plant working in Archistan. That's going to require 3 further pieces of machinery, though.
We'll go.
Now, you do want to focus more on renewable energy because, again, you will run out of oil eventually. But since I'm currently producing more oil than I'm capable of using, it's better to burn some of it, really. And besides, I'm sitting on a very oil-rich area, honestly. I've got like 3 or 4 unoccupied oil resources, so I'm not the... I took back the refugee camp. Don't do that. I am not necessarily worried about the oil. Yet. I'm more worried about these goddamn neutrals behind my back all the time. New advisor, but he's shit at it. Yeah, I don't want to use him as an advisor. He's ass. Speaking of ass, I need to remember to actually do the thing. Organize the new Applied Science Council. Yep, political power. Discover. University, Water Vidcom. Infantry Army, motorized, mechanized, heavy MG Infantry Army. Yes, that one. Drills for bureaucrats. That is very, very unpopular. There will be no drills and exercises. Everybody loves that. It's like, yes, we would rather be fat and happy. Fair enough. A marriage proposal to Crimson Tide. Absolutely. And the stock auction. I don't even have enough for the minimum bid, so... Yep. Sure. I have no use for a captive spy. I only use for active spies. Shadow of the Forbidden Gods, says Lutaya Entropesia. I am planning to play it. I'm just waiting for it to get a little bit more done. Because it looks really, really cool. It looks exactly up my alley. So I will play it eventually. It's just a question of when eventually is on my schedule. Is that... That is a metal mine. Hello? Is it, Is it civilian? No, it's not exploited yet. Okay, nice, not bad. Well, I gotta focus on the power first, but once the power plant is done in 2 turns, I should have enough power to, well, power my economy. Oh, is that? Yes, it is. Excellent. Another turbine. Fantastic. That will be very, 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 very useful. Risk it. No, enemies. Yeah, I figured as much. It would be unusually stupid for them to leave such an obvious... Jesus. Alright, we've got ourselves a major savage infestation in front of us here. Vast groups of filthy, dirty, prairie-dwelling savages. I really need to deal with this so I can free up my northern flank. Let's see here. Organizations. Model Design Council. You're working on flak guns. Let's rework that. Let's work on bazookas and guided RPGs with padded environmental suits. Quad machine guns, gas-powered small arms. Applied Science Council, 50-50 for now will work out just fine. Appoint him, he's shit at everything else, but he's shit at this too. Sparta, bribes. Help with feasts, yet further bribes. And it keeps people happy, so there's that. Greyshire demands another spy. Jesus. Oh, well, I mean, you are paying me, so I suppose I'm not too opposed to it. Training opportunities to elite snipers. Absolutely, why not? 47 PP. Can 47 PP be used for anything worthwhile? Spotter drones. Spotter drones for the independent artillery is not the worst of things. In fact, it's pretty good. I do have a lot of anima priests still. I wish they would kind of just sign those off automatically, honestly, because there's not like there's anything bad about them. Well, my hopes of reuniting with Sparrenheim are growing more and more distant by the day, as there's clearly a hell of a lot more shit over here than I'd anticipated. We should probably raise another light tank formation, shouldn't we, just to speed things up a little bit. It would not be a bad idea. Let's get another independent light tank formation on its feet. I'm tempted to even get another formation of infantry, honestly. It would not be the worst. Maybe a... nah. We don't need recon, not really. We'll raise another independent motorized artillery regiment, because that will be useful for blasting them apart. How are we doing on the supply? We're doing all right. Another bit of road will not hurt, however. But we should have enough logistical supply to deal with the rest of this. Hopefully. Especially as we do have a truck station down here now as well. Let us also begin constructing a agricultural dome facility down there. And continue to buy machines. Once that is done... In fact, can I... No, I can't produce machines yet. Once that is done, we will declare this a new city, and that's going to be our new linking up point with everything else. And we'll have the artillery and the tanks finally deal with this stupid stalemate over here. If only people resulted in more energy than it cost to burn them, then that would be truly renewable energy. Indeed, Nielsen. Yes, it would be. I wouldn't mind it either. Motorized siege... Like, motorized siege infantry. That sounds stupid. Propaganda techniques. Improving propaganda is hardly a bad thing. Alright, you should be fast enough to not really require strategic relocation. Yes, you are. Finally, we can deal with the little body bots. Alright. Do we... It'll be a river crossing, but it would be very nice if we could actually move straight up here, wouldn't it? If we could separate them entirely from the rest of them, that would be ideal. Speaking of, now that we have new OOBs... Let's see... How did the OOB system work again? It's a very good question. There we are, OOB. Right, so the independent light tank formations. It would be nice if we could attach those to the infantry. As I try to figure out and remember how exactly that was done. Unit admin? Change HQ. Yes. Alright. We'll attach those to the 1st infantry, so 2nd infantry, and then the next to the... Oh, can I not say this again? Ah, because they're regiments. Yes, fair enough. I'm going to need a division at some point. No changes. Field University. Yep. As water purification is not a problem on this world. Applied science, communication techniques. Yet further spies. Wow, they've been very interested in what the hell I've been doing, haven't they? I almost feel like perhaps returning the favor by pumping them full of some spies too, but... well, I do have some spare PP. It wouldn't be a bad idea to see what Nebelbound is up to. Perhaps we do. What are my odds? 61? Oh yeah, I'm guaranteed success.
Copy that.
Alright, let's send in some nice big spy teams to see exactly what they're up to. Ancient archive, that would be nice. Bad rations. Paranoia. Paranoia's fine now. We'll pop paranoia because it increases fear, but that's not really a worry, and that'll allow us to play ancient archive. Volcanic energy tapping. That's not very useful because there aren't any goddamn volcanoes nearby. Now, if I do find a volcano, then yes, volcanic energy tapping is actually great because that allows me, of course, to gain free energy from the heat generated by a volcano, which is lovely, wonderful, amazing, even factually. But without any actual volcanoes nearby, it is a less than ideal usage of, well, anything, really. Right, I'm actually having more... How much can I store? I think infinite. Yes, unlimited, yes, so I don't need to worry about that. Alright. I've got the energy system on the way. Is there anything else I would like to do? What's the happiness looking like? So in Sparta, everyone is very content, and Archstan, they're happy as well. Alexville is seeing some spiking danger because of the closeness of enemies, which have just been there for ages. At this point, they're pretty much just used to it. And like, yes, there are evil people over there. We pretty much just know. We'll build them a hospital. That'll shut them up for a little bit. Arch, have you played Frostpunk? Asked Chad. Yes, I have. It was cool enough. Fairly limited. Honestly, I played it through it once, then I was kind of done with it. I didn't see any real reason to play it again after that. But I do hear it's getting a sequel, Frostpunk 2, which I'm definitely going to have a look at, because that sounds cool. It was a neat idea. It was very, you know, I like it because it's like, hey, oh, deep coal mining. Oh. Yes, fuel directly from the planet's core. That will be useful. Because I like the idea of a game where you need to take some harsh decisions, you know, to deal with the harshness of the situation. Like, do you send people into the mines, even though they're going to freeze to death to keep other people alive, and so on? I like that. The main issue, well, not that I like sending people into the mines willy-nilly, mind you, but I like games like that that try to give you a bit of a tough choice thing. The only problem is that a lot of the tough choices aren't tough choices at all. It's like, oh, the orphanages of the world, they're full of orphans. Oh no, would you like to put them to work? Should these poor innocent children have to work to survive? Yes, the entire world's an ice cube. Of course the fucking children are gonna work. Are you kidding me? Fuck them. Like, okay, let me put it the other way. Hello, little children. Would you like to starve to death very slowly? No? Okay, well, work then. Get in the mines. It's not actually a dilemma. It's a, are you a bleeding heart pussy or not? That's what that actually amounts to at the end of the day, frankly. Right, we might as well shower the savages with a little bit of artillery fire whilst we're here, just to, you know, get them ready for what's to come.
Will go.
Alright, I can... Using headquarters troops as security is... It's not the grandest of ideas, but I don't... Well, I'm gonna have to, like, give them a turn to maybe try and sneak out anyway, so... We'll allow it. Noah says, the poor orphans. Listen. They'd be poorer orphans if they were starving as well as freezing to death. Simple. That's the easy-peasy logic of the situation. Right, with the power station finally up and running, next turn, we have fixed our power supply issue. But the enforcement profile reaches these 59 points. How far away am I? Yeah, I'll try to do that. I'm getting very nice in the mine category. Military Research Council, quarter machine gun, deep core mining. That will potentially solve my... did I get the RPG dudes? Oh, it doesn't matter, I can upgrade the military. Anyways, so I would like to upgrade the... Where is it? My tank, motorized, mechanized, MG... Motorized, light armored, infantry brigade, light infantry brigade, MG infantry brigade. The machine gun infantry brigade. Yep. Add... No, it isn't done yet. I don't have an RPG one yet. Okay, well in that case we're going to postpone it because I need RPGs in there. Computing node discovered in Sparta. Still operating ancient computer node complex. More efficient 50 BP per turn. I mean, that's amazing. I feel like... Automated turret. Everyone's like, scrap it. New technology, automated turret. Now, more bureaucratic points isn't necessarily automatically good, because they do gain diminishing returns. And automated turrets is a pretty decent thing, because that allows you to build automated bunkers, which are super for holding the line. But I don't need it immediately, so we're going to go with harnessing the power. Anima Circle requests your blessing. 7 PP. Sure. Nibelhound is holding celebration. Okay, so send over difficult 66. Diplomacy roll. Yep, send a big delegation over there to kiss some ass and become good friends with Nibelbound. Can you build mechs? Yes, you can. You can also purchase them, which is the more usual one, as the mechs are very late. There are mods for the game, but they are not easily accessible. I think there were plans to introduce the Steam Workshop, but right now you've got to go through a bit of a derpy process of getting the mods in, and the mods are mainly just for, like, visual changes. I don't think there are, like, major gameplay mods, which is a real shame, incidentally. Alright. Let's begin by bombarding the shit out of these little dogs. There's quite a lot of them in there still. There's a lot of them in there still, yeah. Right, we'll try to clear this out with the infantry. That was that was overly optimistic. I am able to shift them, but I'm not able to shift them as much or as well as I was hoping. Right, we're gonna use the headquarters as a temporary blocking force. They will have the advantage of the river, so it's not quite as suicidal as it sounds, but it's certainly not ideal either. Right. Oh, God almighty, God above, please, please let the 88mm rounds take care of those filthy fucking robot bitches.
We'll go.
Nope. Alright, in goes the armor and the Grand Republic infantry then.
Going in.
40mm low velocity howitzers is not ideal, but it did do the job. Alright, finer fuckingly. Okay, dispatch 2 infantry brigades down south. They'll be joined by the armor and the artillery, of course, ASAP. And the militia forces and the GR infantry will try to take care of this little last remnant over here, which shouldn't be a problem. Militia versus militia is a bloody affair, as you're about to see, but I should have crushing enough of a numerical superiority to the point where it's not really gonna matter. And indeed, it didn't. Right, that frees up a lot of troops, finally. Thank fuck for that. Militia requires my attention. Costs 11 PP. Sure. I don't really care, but it'd make my people happy. The Marshall Republic Army, press motion of the Naval actions. 2023 leaders. No, refuse. Black market discovered in Sparta. Close it down. Minor workers strike. 25 credits, like pocket change. Like, we want 25 bucks to go back to work. The leader just literally hands them like $25. Like, here, fuck off. Like, fair enough. Right, so I can't pick that because that would increase enforcements. We need the population. Naval is offering to improve relations. Why the hell not? Search for special items for a rare book. Well, I don't seem to have a rare book, tragically. Would cost a fate point. No, I don't think I want to hand over a fate point just randomly. That seems silly and extraordinarily expensive for kissing the ass of some rando I don't really care that much about. Right, how goes the construction efforts down here? The Agri-Dome is done. Okay, we'll make that into a new city next turn, and we can recruit the commercial CO. He'll be probably a lovely governor for that section of the planet. Yes. They should add blimps as an option on planets like this. They genuinely probably should. Yes. Because the atmosphere is so goddamn thin. Heavy rocket engines. I mean, that is a solution. Like, listen. Bigger rockets. Yep. We discovered physical storage. We're not considering this a brilliant idea. However, as we haven't found any other ways to store shit yet, take it or leave it. I mean, I'll take it because I do actually need to store oil because I can't actually store oil right now. So, you know. But I do like how they're like, okay. This is hardly revolutionary. Stack box on top of box is not a fresh thought, but nobody's thought of it yet, so there you go. That is actually quite funny. I enjoy that. That is good humor. I applaud it. 10 out of 10. Matthew Rumler says, "Hey Arch, you should kill all your enemies. Now attack." That's good advice. I shall endeavor to live up to it as much as I can. First and foremost, with high explosives. My spotting drone has discovered your bipedal monstrosities and have determined that you are in fact not belonging to the human race. Prepare to be exterminated for the sake of everyone that isn't you. God, I wish these battles were a little bit more visual. Like, I would love for these to be, even if it's super rough, right? Even if it's like Battle Isles style stuff, right? Oh god, does anyone remember Battle Isles? So, Battle Isles was this really retardo old game that had turn-based tactical combat, but when you did it, you would get a little bit of a cinematic, a little bit of a cinematic rendition. Can I find something? I'm looking for something on it on YouTube right now. If I can find it, I don't think it is. It's a really goddamn old game. Yeah, I don't think I can find it. But basically, maybe I can find a screenshot. Battle Isle. Like, most of the units were literally like a square pixels, like 2 or 3 actual genuine pixels. But they fired at each other. And so you had like a generated battle where you saw the two forces. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Forbidden, eat my dick hole. Battle Isle 2020 strategy. It's abandonware, so technically you could even play it today, couldn't you? Come on, there you go. Okay, let me now try and bring that up as a source. There we are. Right, so this is what it looked like. These are like tanks, and that over there is supposed to be like infantry, and these are bullets. The little just black dots are bullets. Like I said, it was pretty fucking simplistic. But even something like this, I would actually quite appreciate. Something like make it super stylized and generated like this in this ancient-ass, like, pixel art style kind of stuff. Because it would be really cool to have the visual representation of the tanks just rolling in there and murdering these savages on their bipedal war steeds as they charge towards you. Just 40mm low-velocity howitzers just booming, like boom, boom, blasting them apart. Oh, God, it would be so much fun. But such, sadly, is not reality. Honestly, it is games like Shadow Empire that will benefit the most from artificial intelligence once it gets, like, going. Games like this will benefit tremendously from the ability to dynamically generate certain scenarios and situations to visualize what is happening in the game relatively easily, relatively competently, and to just give that little extra bit of immersion, you know? Oh, it'd be so cool. It would be so very cool. Beskar Armor says, Arch, are you trying to roleplay your Siege of Rax video? Oh no, not at all. I'm winning far too heavily for that. My casualties aren't high enough. And Red Goomba says, God Emperor Arch, what are your plans for the abhumans on this dirtball? I don't think I recognize the idea of abhumans at all on this planet. I think only proper humans will live. There will be no abhumans, I think. Meritocracy profile to raise from the current 54 points. Fine. Meritocracy is not a value I value too much, but if you demand it. Military research, that's still fine. Foreign Affairs Council, yep, that's okay too. Animal Circle will require your blessing. Fine, you may have my PP. Gladiator Sensei in Alexville. Our arena has attracted a sensei from the wastelands. He has created a dojo to train gladiators. Tells me this is process of training a promising gladiator. He thinks training will be finished in 7 rounds. What should I do? 4,002. Okay, theoretically, if I sold all of my Populace's food, I could afford it. Yes, sell all of everybody's food to afford the sensei. We must have the sensei. There. You may starve, but look at him. He's Splinter. He's adorable. It turns out it's just a rat. He's not a sensei. He's just like, dude, I didn't expect you to actually give me, like, all of your money, okay? I was bluffing, honestly. Crimson Tide, recruit sailors, yes. I don't want to have them recruiting more people, but I need the Maritime Trade House to be strong, so. Fenrir Bay, yep. Expansionist Zone upgrade, yep. Search for special items, get dickaronied. I'm not going to spend fate points on you, Jesus Christ. Don't make me laugh. Mac. If you like old games, an awesome turn-based medieval mecha game called Vanguard Bandits for PlayStation, one you should check out. It has 3 different campaign paths and endings, says Matthew Rumbler. That's console, though. Consoles are filthy, dirty, disgusting. Aircraft ruggedness. I'm discovering so much tech, so much linear tech. Rocket launchers, finally. Nice. I'm discovering Crimson Tide is starting... Oh, as I just gave away all of my money. You pieces of fucking dirt. Okay, right. Staff Council? I think it's the Staff Council. Right, so customize. Where's the machine guns? Where's the machine guns? Where's the machine guns? There, Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. Customize. We're going to add in RPGs. 300 RPGs. There. That'll make them far more durable and capable of dealing with nonsense as well. Alright, set target. Let's get to work on medium tanks. We'll give them 88mm high-velocity guns, 100mm for steel plating, and double diesel engines. Side skirts. Independent lab discovered in Sparta. A private technological laboratory in a remote area of Sparta. If you could scrap it and list their stuff, it'd give us plenty of organization and political muscle in the form of 29 PP. Or we can ask the scientists to start sharing their work with us, getting 100 research points every turn. That's not even a decision. Obviously the research points. Help with feast. God damn it. No, stop it. Oh, God, but it's... Everyone loves them so much. No. Itu Diku. I need some money. 18,000 population. I'm going to accept it because I need to try and bid on this auction here. I actually do. I do have a ridiculous amount of fuel. Because I want to try and keep control over Crimson Tide, if at all possible. No. God, now that I have money, I realize how much money the game constantly asks for you to spend. Alright, let's get ammunition, because we actually ran out of ammo there, which is why my units are currently in poor supply, because I actually ran out of ammunition for them, so we're going to have to chill out here a turn. Before we do any further advances, we will also build a road. And construct a road. Could we... No, it'd be too stupidly expensive, honestly. What's the logistic services used like? Overstrained. Yep, definitely overstrained. Okay. I do have sealed road technology. 510, 600, 700. Right, let's create a series of paved roads down here. That is going to make everything a lot easier. But Sparta is definitely going to need even more of a logistical service. So let's get a level 4 truck station up and running. Let's get some... Actually, I can produce machines now, so let's do that instead. There we go. Now that we can actually produce machines, that's going to make everything a lot cheaper in that regard, and we're going to need a little dirt road up here as well. Alright, militia members, continue to explore the frozen north. So far, so empty. Not that I mind. If it's all free real estate, then I will take it as free real estate, honestly. Not a problem. But I think there was... oh yeah, judging by that, there's at least one more little unit that just dumped itself down on my supply line, so we're gonna have to probably deal with that sooner rather than later. I should have checked my food stock before I ended my turn there, because, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm earning 404. It's not an issue. Yet. It will be an issue eventually, but it's not an issue yet. Hello, neutrals. I will surround you with militia until I have enough militia to overwhelm you with militia. I'll send one of the Grand Republic infantry units over there too. Mosov. Forest Shire, minor regime. Alright. Pound them. Pound them into the sea.
We'll go.
And with that, we should be able to simply just march in and wrap up any unfortunate survivors. Nice and simple. Okay, they did think about that. They did leave reserves behind them, tragically. Yeah, let's not risk that unit being surrounded, shall we? That would be, somewhat silly. Well, they're running out of land to retreat back to. And once they do, I will be there to shower them with all of the mercy my heart is capable of. Meaning 0. Treasury cash flow. Let's see here. Total M 541 expenses. Right. New advisor. Biv Zenith. Oh, I didn't make the city yet, did I? I should make the city. I should make the city. How did one make the city again? That's a good question. New zone, and that was it. There we are. And we now need to expand its borders. Which we did how, exactly? It's another good question. Zone borders. Oh, God. Zone borders. There. It's a bit dippy because you've got to, like, draw them, like, twice, sort of. But you can draw out the new borders of a zone relatively, sort of, kind of, decently, easily, in a way, sort of, kind of, a little bit. I'll make this the natural borders between the two. That sounds good. There we go. That'll then supply logistics for our southern move. Spartanheim, I'm actually mildly surprised it hasn't been taken by some neutrals yet. Seeing as it doesn't actually have any defenders or anything, you know? Is there something here? No. Okay. Well, that's nice. Right. So, are you the one I was gonna diplomacy, intimidate, investigation 49? Jesus. Personal combat, infantry tactics. Wow, you are an amazing commander. Intimidation, deception against the... This guy is great. Holy fuck, he's amazing. Is he actually better than my current covert ops commander? I think he might be. Covert ops of 90. Sweet baby Jesus. Okay, let me check. Leaders. Director of Secret Service. Oh yeah, he fucking trunches him like there's no... Like there is absolutely no tomorrow. Jesus Christ. I am sorry, my dude.
Copy that.
We're gonna find another job for you, but yeah, he's so much better than you, it's not actually even funny. So, Biff Zenith. He can be a new advisor.
Copy that.
Assault target, motorized, mechanized, light infantry, mechanized, heavy siege infantry.
Copy that.
Assault infantry. Nebelbound still wants more fate. No, you're not gonna get it. Yeah, I'm not giving it to you. You're not worthy of it. Black 917 pops by to say, "Hail Arch Christ, our Lord and Savior." Thank you very much, Black. Well, it's not every day you get a Secret Service council member with that kind of stats. That is going to make a lot of things a lot easier. They tried to break out through the surround. It did not work out very well for them at all. Heavy guided RPG. Jet engines. Thank God, finally. Serpentinization. To spare the water needed, we have to speed up natural process of serpentinization of rocks. If it works, we could use the energy that would be released. Aha, so we can crack rocks to generate energy. That sounds fucking crazy, but if you say so. Speaking of fucking crazy, I do need to So, the thing is, what she's working on right now is, what was it? The aircraft design. So this is a linear tech, which means that they can keep pumping stuff into this for all eternity, straight up. Because all they're doing is incrementally improving the technology of designing aircraft. Which is why I'm going to move her over to research priority now. And then have her start researching the jet engines. Because I need jet engines. Heavy guided RPG. Spying. Yep. Secret Service. You. Because Jesus Christ, your stats crush him like it's nothing. And we'll keep that normal. Salaries, they're already being paid more than they're worth, fuckers. And you will get an appointment to be a governor. Listen, governor is way better than head of the Secret Service, okay? It's way cooler. Bonus roll, 111, what's the difficulty? 54. Yep. Nice and simple. We can easily get rid of them catching one of our spies. In fact, they'll thank us for it. Found info. Okay. Citizens League. Probably the Liberation Party. We'll try and push that. Military Genius and 2nd Gold Rifle Battalion. Make him a Claymore expert. Intelligence expert, then. Ah, shit. I was supposed to be pushing something, didn't I? Well, I've forgotten about it now. This is why I'm usually hesitant to take on the missions that tell you to push a certain ideology. Because 9 times out of 10, I'll forget which ideology I was supposed to be pushing. We're not even going to bother the artillery boys with this one. Simple as. 2 independent light tank regiments will simply just move on in. Well, a regiment and a battalion, actually. Well, that was even more unfair than I thought it was. And crush them violently and horrifically. Right, you boys can start moving back home now so we can reorganize everything once the crushing of the savages is complete. And we can probably start moving north again then. As the militia... Hi. Continues pushing our borders. Yep. Let's be a little careful. There turns out there's still bad guys out there somewhere. Ah, yes. The fucking Arctic. A wonderfully valuable place to be in. Actually, it can be. The Arctic on a world that has like no water, for example, the Arctic is actually incredibly valuable because, well, it's one of the few places that actually does have water. Frozen water, admittedly, yes, but it's a hell of a lot It's a hell of a lot easier to thaw frozen water than it is to bleed it from the rocks. But this world is not that sort of world at all. Right. Zones. Boomtown would be nice, but we don't have a thing. Commercial project in Prefine Ruins, however, definitely kickstart the development there. I'm a level 2 zoo. Right. We should have tons of resources stacked up now. We do. Lovely. Okay. Now, we haven't actually researched that yet, have we? Food, 326. It's not amazing, is it? Let's get a, Let's start up some native crops, shall we? We'll start up some native crops to buffer ourselves against any problems with food. Do we want to get our industry? Yes. Let's build some more industrial base. Let's get a bit more bureaucracy rolling as well. Oh, you're actually on level 1. Right, definitely start upgrading you then. And you as well.
Copy that.
Speaking of, logistics. Let's have you get a air base down there too. Alright, our Dominion is spreading quite nicely. Then again, the only major power we've run into so far is the Republicans, which is wonderful because they're nice and friendly and they won't fuck with us too much. The native rifle militia attempted a breakout action but was stopped by our machine guns. Deep core mining. Crimson Tide, god damn it! Crimson Tides keep starting fucking auctions. I'd rather they didn't. Yeah, I'd really rather they didn't. I mean, on the bright side, all of our investment in Crimson Tide means that 1, they love us, and 2, they're dumb powerful at this point. In fact, Mimir Ocean can compete with them, actually, but 22 ships is a big goddamn deal. Issue is, I want to keep the shares out of anybody else's hands, but that's not as easy as it sounds. Safety regulations. Who are you? I don't know, but I'm gonna reverse your actions, no matter what it is. Physical storage. Research it. Yeah, I don't even have enough for the minimum bid. Okay, is there anything I can sell again? In bulk? Fuel? Fuel is valuable, though, but... Metal is fetching one fuck of a price right now. Food... Alright, and then put all of my money into the bid, hoping to retain a good majority. Forest Shire demands an oath. Demands? Demand, Forest Shire? Demand? You demand peace? I think we are going to get along very poorly, you and I. I think we are not going to be... Beg for peace. I would even accept ask. Grovel maybe. Demand no. Alright, even if I could convert them, I think they are going to feel the might of our fucking panzers. Demand peace. Fucking... I don't think so, no. I do not believe peace is on the books any further. We could have been friends, you and I, but you assumed far, far, far too much. Speaking of assuming far too much, let's move the panzers around their rear, whilst we give their frontage a little bit of a fireworks show.
We'll go.
And maybe, if they don't retreat, we can cut them off. Though I doubt it. They would be rather stupid not to pull away from that. We're gonna need some reorganization and reinforcements once all of this is through, aren't we? Alright, do I have any more private investment nonsense I want? I do, lovely.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
And a pop.
Yes, sir.
And a
Roger
pop.
that, sir.
And a pop.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Right. Let's see. Our private economy, I mean, it's rolling right now. Look at all this. These are all private assets. Brothels, hospitals, schools, custom houses, hospices, parks, casinos. Like, they're building a full-on city down there, which is brilliant of them. I'm gonna need a lot more people in Pefarian ruins, but, you know, they'll fuck aggressively and violently, and they will create more babies to be fed into the meat grinder of my victorious war machine. Yes, you can make other types of logistical buildings. The rail system is the best one later on. Once the front starts moving really far away from your capital, you want to be supplying them via rail. Oh, really? Oh, very spicy of you. Don't mind. I don't mind if you do, though. Actually, did I... What's the highest? Okay, thank fuck. Okay, so I retain majority there. Alright, Forest Shire, if you want to play, I am absolutely game. Just let me deal with some savages first. And we'll get to you in but a second.
Going in. Mission successful.
Alright. Now, the Arctic might not be very valuable in cases like these, but it can still have ruins, it can still have oil, it can still have fuel and all manners of goodies. So, you still definitely want to explore it and occupy it. It's just not quite as valuable. I have not taken the tiny island yet, no. I'm probably just going to be friends with Nebelbund, honestly, because they like me and they're Republican. Republicans basically never declare war on anyone, so... They're a very, 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 very safe neighbor. And it's better to keep them our friends, so long as they're willing to be so. Panzer IV.
Mission successful.
You think you can escape? I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Mission successful.
A beautiful Kesselschlacht, if I may say so myself. Right. Very, very soon there will be no more savages. Very, very soon. Some reinforcements will be required here and there. A policy speech. Let's see. Average for the regime, for the 6 commas. Victory points, hexes.
Yes.
That one's probably the easiest one to pull off. Economic Council, that's still fine. Interior Council. That's still fine too. Okay. Let's start sending off some spies to Greyshire, then. Difficulty 88. Oh yeah, like it's not even. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this guy is one of the best spy masters I think I've ever had ever playing this game. He is going to make all spying operations just facile. That is very nice. That is very, very, very nice. Heliosmith.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that.
He is going to make everything so easy, it's not even funny. Speaking of, I would like to check my leaders for a second. Let's see here. Let's check them for theft real quick. Aha! We've got motherfuckers stealing, we do. I figured we might. Mark Richardman has stolen 630 credits from my beautiful, beautiful empire. I don't know if that's going to have to be okay. Alright, what's the odds of investigating him, I wonder? 129, interrogation. His interrogation skill is only 26, though. Okay, so I do need to level him up quite a bit in that. How can I boost him? Charisma-based roles? Is investigation a charisma-based role? I don't think so. Investigation. No, it is green skill. That is intelligence. Okay. So, let's see. No, interrogation. No, there it is. Investigation, interrogation. So, int and charisma. Was it interrogation? God. Now I'm confused. I've confused myself. Investigate. Interrogation. It is interrogation. So it is a charisma roll. Okay. In that case, giving him a propaganda assistant would not be bad. Personal guard. Alright. Is there any way I can generate myself some fate points then? Random zone 16 unrest. Yep, I'll eat that. 31 unrest. So long as it doesn't hit Alexville. Okay, fine. That is okay. Propaganda assistant. And where are you? There. And we can give him a shadow skill as well. Now that still isn't probably going to be enough, but it's going to boost it up a little bit next turn, and we're just going to have to give him more experience so that he can have increase his interrogation skill. Because you can't, even if you know they've stolen, you have to actually prove that they have stolen. And that's one of the reasons why your covert operative is so unbelievably useful, because he's the only guy who can really do that. Let's see. Leaders. Do I have an advisor? I can't use an advisor to investigate himself, sadly. That's a little bit tragic. You, Bill Zenith. Your intimidation is 14. Your interrogation is 0. Okay, so you're not actually that good at that either. You're good at diplomacy, though. But I actually don't. Investigation. We'll assign him to the Security Council regardless. There were you. Science Council there.
Copy that.
We're just going to boost it up as much as humanly possible, basically. Interrogation skill 26. Did you steal the government funds? No, I did not. Yes, BV Vargas 78. That is pretty much exactly how it works. Oil well. Okay. Full-blown time of confidence. Recon all of the hexes. Yep. Heavy guided RPGs. Jet engine research complete. Power banks. Lovely. Fenrir Bay started an auction. I can afford to miss that, and I probably will miss that. Yeah, I'm still earning plenty of oil. I don't need to worry about getting more just yet. Alright, continue the war against the savages. More dirt roads. We're almost done down here. We're almost finished. We just need to force them a little bit further and we will be done. Done, done, done. That might have been it. That might have been the last vestige of opposition. Right. Let's move the artillery pieces out of there so as to free up the supply. And how about you, little gays? Well, they've moved some units forward, but they haven't actually mobilized. I figured since they declared war on me, they were going to be basically mobilized already, but they don't seem actually necessarily all that aggressive. We'll leave the exploring of the Arctic primarily to the wheeled units, as they're of course a lot faster, and we'll cheat the militia to stand guard in our cities. Okay. Let's see. Replenish troops. I swear to Jesus, there was a different way to do this. But which way? I do not necessarily know. So I guess we'll have to do it the good old-fashioned way. Alright, that's right as well. We should be upgrading this to the MG Infantry Brigade 2. Yep. Yep. Like so, which should then... Yep, there goes the RPGs as well. Because with the RPGs in there, we are, of course, going to have a much easier time dealing with enemies. Wait. Oh, Jesus Christ, I upgraded those into a division, did I? Infantry battalion, infantry... Hold on now there a second, video game. Hold on there a second, that's not quite what I intended to do. Yes, MG Infantry Brigade. Alright, let's not do that. That's a bit silly. Do you not have the thing now? Oh, goddammit. Because that's now the first infantry army, which is frankly more than I need. A lot more than I need. I should probably have noticed when I saw the enormous numbers. Oh, goddammit. Okay. Let's see if I can find the turn there. Alright, we're at 1234. Let's see. That's... Is that the one? That is definitely not the one. The user interface of this game truly is its greatest enemy. So many things in it could just be a tiny bit easier. And if they were a tiny bit easier, the game would be so much easier. We might have to do it the good old-fashioned way then, I guess. Right, are you still an army? No, thank God. Yes, brigades. Rocket launchers, machine guns, trooper 2s. Rocket launchers. I prefer to have these infantry basically be purely defensive, because it gives you something to use your tanks with. Because the tanks really are your primary offense. Like the infantry, almost no matter how good you get them, they will never be particularly good on the offensive. Like, they can do it, but they're never going to be good at it. At the very least, nowhere near, you know, tank good at it, obviously. Zinnik Bembenek says, is there a way to reinforce militia units? Sort of, but not directly. Brigade. The militia units, they function on a separate system from your own units. And there is a easier way to do this. I know there is, because I've happened upon it by pure accidents at some point in my time playing this game. I remember it. It's just I have no idea what it is. The militia units have a separate replenishment system in that they are drawn directly from your population. They are not standing army units, and so they are replenished based on the militia's own decision. So if the militia is like, okay, we need another 100 dudes, then the militia will recruit and arm another 100 dudes from the population by themselves without any interference from you. The only thing you can do is to... Oh, did that not upgrade them properly? There. Did I do the thing again? I hope I didn't do the thing again. No, I didn't do the thing. The only thing you can do is make sure that militancy in your settlements is high. Because militancy is the stat that determines how large and popular the militia is. The larger the militancy, the more people are joining the militia, the easier it is to recruit, and the more militia regiments are also raised for you. So a very high militancy will give you a lot of regiments. But once you start getting a standing army, the militia will naturally start to disband, as they don't think it's their job anymore to defend and conquer shit. That is the standing army's job. The militia are also garbage. Oil well. Oh, yep, that's just me back on the turn I was. Okay, well, everything is upgraded now, so that's at least something. Kill! Eradicate the savages, liberate the land of their disgusting grasp.
Attack formation. Mission successful.
Would you just die already? Thank you very much. I appreciate your cooperation in this matter. Are you... No, you're not actually full. Alright, let's order up the last 10 guns so we can have a complete battery complement. You're 10 guns too. Right. I should start organizing these up now so I can actually order them to move as a group rather than this rather awkward shuffling each and every unit by themselves thing that I'm currently doing. Speaking of... road. This should probably be a sealed road, seeing as I'm going to be carrying out an offensive in this direction. I'm going to need all of the supplies I can possibly get. And the militia can begin their walk home, as can the Grand Republic era infantry too. Do I break these off? I mean, I guess. There's not necessarily any good reason to keep them there, I guess, since I'm not really in a position to push into these ruins yet anyways. Radiation filters, sure. Heavy rocket engine, lightweight alloys. Okay, so if you're done with that, you should probably move on to lightweight alloys. Minor workers' strike for 47 credits. That is indeed a very minor strike. Buy Sparta population for 3,000 credits. Yes, it'll kickstart my economy again. I will happily take your PP, AI. Not that way, chat. God damn it. You filthy little minded bastards. Degenerates. Degenerates you are. Did I get physical storage, or did I just imagine that? I feel like I did. I might have imagined it. Yep. I have a sneaking idea that I just imagined it. Well, I mean, I'll have it eventually, I suppose, maybe. Maybe it's a building city only, but that should have said... I should have seen it in the thing, regardless. I did indeed merely imagine it. Tragic. Speaking of, I should actually privatize the port. Now that I've got the money for it, as that will make sea movements a lot easier in the future. Do I have energy? Yes, I have loads of energy. I got loads of pretty much everything, honestly. Right, it's time to start expanding our bureaucracy. Yes, indeed, chat. Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is good for you and me. It actually is. Bureaucracy is basically research in this video game for some weird reason. I guess it makes sort of sense. It's like, okay, well, you know, to run a large bureaucracy, to run a large research system more correctly, you do need bureaucracy, I guess. It's not logic entirely devoid of reason, I suppose.
Copy that.
And we'll build some zone upgrades too.
Yes.
The zone upgrades are primarily there to keep people happy. That's essentially what they do. As these things here, they increase the quality of various stats. They do increase stuff like health and militancy as well, but mainly they're there to make your people less whiny and pissy with you, which is always useful.
Roger that.
Right, I've got plenty of munitions for the upcoming war, so that's not a worry. Nationalize, yes, thank you, CGI Lantern. Then again, here's the thing. In a nation like mine, where private property is private until I say it isn't private, everything is private property. I have adopted the Nazis' view on this. See, this is one of the tricks that the commies will often play on you, like, no, the fascists were capitalists. Look, they privatized a lot of national industry, therefore they were clearly capitalists. See, the thing is, they did privatize the industry. They gave it to party members. And then, as soon as they wanted to, they nationalized it again, because the Nazis really did not have a whole lot of a concept of private property. Because everything was, at the end of the day, the state's property. That's the thing. To have private, actually private property, you must also have private property rights, as in the ability to actually keep that property. Even if daddy government goes, mine? And the Nazis did not have that. Not really at all. Construct road. Yep. Construct road, I said. No, I guess it's because they don't have any more things down there. Fair. Savages have been eradicated. And now we can turn our minds to the belligerent farmers that decided to declare war on me after demanding a peace treaty. I don't know if they're stupid or simply extraordinarily optimistic. Regardless of the answer, they are going to die a most horrible, screamy death. For that is the fate that I have determined for them. Right, you keep going over there, and now I have storage things. Right, where would storage be listed under, I wonder? Logistics? Fuel depot, yes. Inside a city hex, fair enough. We can make Sparta a bit of a logistical hub here, I think. It already is. It's got a massive truck station, after all. We don't really need a water reservoir. I have more than enough water. I have more water than I could ever possibly use. So that's not really an issue. I should also be able to store more than enough ammunition. So let's get to work on food and fuel depots. And start a rail station too. I don't have anywhere to actually lay the rails just yet, but we'll start it up because I will inevitably need it at some point in the not too distant future. Alright. That is absolutely ravaging my metal, of course. Speaking of, I should probably build that metal mine.
Copy that.
Yep, let's build that whilst we're at it. We should also probably do a general push for recycling facilities. Yes, chat, I am indeed about to absolutely ravage my construction economy yet again. I build in fits and stops, you see. I'm either building absolutely everything or absolutely nothing. Such is life. And let's not buy machines, no. I will buy some metal if it's reasonably priced. It's not really reasonably priced, no. I'll buy 50 just for it. And we will produce another 10 machines. Oh, lots of decisions. A busy day, apparently. I've got 3 faith, too. Chemicals. Chemicals are useless here because everybody's got environmental suits. The chemical launchers are only useful on worlds where people don't use environmental suits, so that's a complete trap. I did assign a propaganda assistant, didn't I? I think I did. Docile AI. Light industry is never a bad idea. Boomtown is always good. High-tech vault, though. We should save for high-tech vault, because I'm heading towards the level now where I'm going to start need high-tech parts, and they are very rare. Roberts wants changes in propaganda, does he? No, preferably not. Okay. I can focus a bit more on general stratagems now, since I have quite a lot of PP. I have a large PP. Model Design Council task. Let's focus on designing models for a little bit. Military Research Council has nothing to do right now. Let's change their priorities to discovering things then. Hydroponics, water purification, or serpentization? Serpentization? Yes. Water purification is again not a problem here. Battle Dojo, discovered in Sparta. We discovered a battle dojo, just randomly. It was quite well hidden, but the flow of trainees caught our eyes. We could enlist the dojo's instructors and improve the experience of all our militia units with 7%, or we could allow the battle dojo to continue its operation and receive 200 recruits per round. 200 recruits per round, unquestionably. Minor workers' strike, 62 credits, nothing. Charismatic Union Chief in Alexville. Reduce unrest, 122. No, just leave him to his business. Nomads, definitely. Send the army in. Greyshire foresees war. The buzz in Greyshire is that we are preparing for war with them. I'm not sure if their fears are justified. It's always justified to be afraid that I'm going to be declaring war on someone. Greyshire, wasn't that... Yeah, that was all the way over here. Well, don't worry, I have no immediate plans. Found info. Commercial citizens factions, because that will make them weak and soft and focused on commercial activities, rather than what they should be focusing on, as I am preparing to do the war on them, but not now, but later. It will make them soft and pliant. This is valuable. Slaves should be soft and pliant. Pliable, in fact. One never wants hard slaves. Unless they're for work, I guess. Polymer armor. Power banks. Dragons are new medium tanks, which unlocks access to heavy tanks. Fenrir Bay has started an auction. I am not actually too worried about Fenrir Bay. Let's just make sure we've tagged that. There we go. There should be no further savages on my shores. Alright, I'll organize a little bit of a initial front line. Hello, who are you then? Bloodshire. Culture unknown, minor regime. Okay. Well, I'm Archtopia. I'm only violent when I feel like it, so you shouldn't feel too pressured by my presence. Besides, unless you demand peace, I'm sure I can integrate you peacefully rather than through force, as I've done with so many others. Violence is not the only language in the Archtopian dictionary, you see. It is just the most frequently used. Speaking of... miners. Let's see. What do you got for me here? I need some recon on them first. Right, covert ops then.
Roger that. Roger that.
Send in the spy teams to know all there is to know about them. Prospecting push.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Across the no hidden is left in the zone. Okay, so I'm basically done looking for resources there. Good.
Copy that.
Is there anything else I need to do? Ancient depot. Ooh, that would be nice. Can I get that without merging my entire nation? Chemical high. Yes, that one. Because the ancient depot is even more valuable than the high-tech machinery, as it gives you unique things. Energy lance, dopinator, and gravimetric shield. Okay. Let's see what those things are then. Alright, so the energy lance then compares any known armor ever seen a tank cut into. Well, gravimetric shield. Nice. That will be perfect for a heavy tank regiment. And the last one, Dopaminator. A small metal patch that can give a dopamine boost to its wearer. Gives Slith Leader a 20% bonus to his/her war stat. Nice, nice, nice. That is not bad. I'll save that for a good military commander. In fact, next time I recruit a major formation, which will probably be assault one. Let's see. Heavy MG Infantry Corps, Light Armor Corps, Light Infantry, Motorized Light, Siege Infantry Corps. What's the Siege Infantry Corps? Troopers and A guns. I've also got... No, that's all I've got. Okay, so I need to operationalize a nice assault army. Alright. Let's go to the organization. Staff Council? So they're working on assault infantry army right now. Okay. Priorities. Well, priority operationalizing OBs now, because we have several that we haven't actually done. That can be 0. Posture change can be 10. It's not important. And we'll put 10 in customize. Because customize is very important. It's just, you know, you need to actually have it. Right. Can I finally get some bombers up and running now that I've got heavy jet engines? Or medium. Right, let's... Heavy jet engines. We don't need large wings, so we can get rid of a lot of weight. A heavy fuel tank. God damn it, still nothing. Medium jet engines, tiny. No air-to-air. Bomb hatch. 5 hexes. Still awful. I mean, it's something, but it is still awful. What if we make it even lighter? No. Straight up no. Okay, so a medium jet engine is as little as get. Heavy... I do wish there was an easier way to design these, because you do kind of just have to test them all out until you arrive at something that works. What? Tactical? Yep. Heavy. Tiny. Fuel. No air-to-air. It's... No, I literally don't have the ability to make it even take off the ground, pretty much. Nope, straight up. I need a lot more before that. A lot more. I need medium. I need medium propellers. But I think I need to make an ultralight aircraft before I can even get one. Okay, let's make a fucking recon craft. Something super light so we can get some experience in it. Light engines, fins, medium fuel tank, none, none, none. 5 hexes, ass. What about medium? 4 hexes, worse. Ugh. Okay. Light engine. Maybe larger wings? There you go. Okay, alright. So if we can catch enough of the air under larger... Okay, maybe larger wings are going to be important here then, since they're so little atmosphere. But that is finally a functioning aircraft. It doesn't have any weapons or anything, but it can look at the enemy. That's... something, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it is unironically something. Foul-smelling waste versus difficulty average 111. Yeah, you should be able to do that. Critical success. Nice. CEO has an emergency. Yep. Auction. Fenrir Bay. Yes, I'll give them a bid, but not the best bid I can. You can use the blueprints, but blueprints are boring. I want blueprints. Combat armor. Nice. Jet engine efficiency. Nicer. There we go. There's the Sparrow. 4 machinery. 10 Galactic Republic cataphracts. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I know what those are. Wait, did I win that auction or did I? Highest. We won the auction. Nice. Cataphracts. They're... Yep. Armor. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello. Monitor tank. Its main armament is a beam gun with 150mm of steel plating with a nuclear engine. It has an underpowered engine. It's like, yes, we run it on nuclear power, but that's still not enough to move this fucking enormous beast anywhere at speed. Fuck, it's basically a siege tank. Alright, well, I don't mind having a siege tank, honestly, so fair enough. Hello, hostile neighbors. I have artillery. Do you? If you don't, I'm about to make you wish you had. Right. I shall begin the process trying to outflank them whilst waiting for the light armored regiment and the battalion to get back up from the south. Meantime, we can store most of our infantry over here. Oh, no, there's still something down here. I was probably a little bit too optimistic to think that they might be had left. Let's also produce some more machines, as I am going through them rather rapidly right about now. Whitman wants to organize a party. Well, my favorite diplomacy lady doesn't like it. And my favorite diplomacy lady is my favorite diplomacy lady for a damn good reason. Private assets reach this 98 levels. That's probably doable. Okay. I don't know if I have the technology yet, but I'm going to make a bit of a line breaker tank. I'm going to give it a 105mm howitzer, 100mm steel plating, and triple diesel engines. That's probably still going to be ridiculously underpowered, mind you, but it'll be something. Armored army. Let's pick that up. Petition in Sparrenheim. Unrest, democracy. Do I care about democracy? I mean, it's been helping me out a little bit. Nah, intimidate them. Roaming thieves. Success. Good job. Abductions. Chase the slavers. However, 175. Not a great chance then, but... critical success. Oh, damn. Good job, Governor. Good job, Harper. To buy Spartan population, 17,000. Ew. We need the population to man our armies. Commercial citizens. Faction. Alright. Building, building, building. How are our assets going? Construction finished on the industry and 0.4 turns for the bureaucratic office. What about the depots? The depots are done. Lovely. Okay, if the depots are done, I am going to immediately move to increase them. So I can store lots and lots and lots of food, lots and lots and lots of fuel. Right, I am losing a little bit of oil now, so I should consider maybe doing something about that, maybe. I still have power. I had the volcanic deep core gas extraction gives 125. But that requires 4 high-tech pieces. Yeah, I can't afford that just yet. Nope. I built an airbase over here, didn't I? I did. Well, in that case... that's probably a little bit. A battalion of aerial recon will do just fine. Thank you very much. Oh, fine. Jet engine sparrows is probably an enormous waste. I probably should just have given them props, but at least these will now have ridiculous range, so they'll be able to actually spot things for me. Goof R35 asks, 3 diesel engines and underpowered, how massive is this tank? Well, 105mm howitzer in the front and 100mm of armor, so yeah. Massive. Ah, the Tiger. That is a fitting name, I think. Right, let's have a check at the model. Armor. There's the Dragoon. There's the Tiger. Has been issued a 100 steel plating with a triple diesel engine. It has a adequate engine. Oh, there we go. With 3 diesel engines, I've got just about enough to move it at average speeds. That's pretty nice. How about the Dragoon? How about it? Adequate engine. Nice. Nice. Their engines are adequate. They aren't actually completely god-awful. Better than I'd expected. Okay, that's the battalion. Where's the regiment? Okay, well, actually, you're practically at the front, so I guess we'll just move you regularly then. I was about to say I might move them strategically, but if they're that close, that's not really a problem. Right, let's punt in some aerial recon here. It would be nice if we could cut this off. What's over here?
Birds are in the sky.
Let's see. Looks like not too much, honestly. Looks like not too much at all, honestly. Right, where's the second artillery piece? There you are. We'll bomb that to pieces.
We'll go.
And we can have the infantry move in, supported by militia. Oh, nice. We hit them so hard we actually managed to make several of them surrender, which is very, very, very lovely. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a snippet there. Cut off some enemies. It would be extraordinarily unfair to send this tank at them, which is why I'm going to do it. And is why I'm not going to feel any regret whatsoever for doing it. I'm only going to feel happiness and pleasure at the fact that an enemy has been thoroughly crushed before me. Victory point 24-3, that should be fine. Alright. Is there anything I need right now? Is my infantry up to date? No, I've got gas-powered carbine. Okay, that's not actually that big of an upgrade. Maybe some mechanized artillery? It's not super pressing. Some anti-tank guns, maybe. Quad MGs. Let's get an AT gun up and running. Hidden village. God, there's a lot of hidden shit in Sparta, isn't there, for some reason? We discovered a secretive village hidden in a small crater in Sparta. They number 500 and seem rather peaceful, and we could easily force the population to join the populace of Sparta. Yeah. Are 200 colonies per turn? I mean, if the choice is get 500 people now or get 200 people forever, every turn, the latter. Quack Doctor. Yep, do try to deal with him. Critical success. Fantastic. Expansion Quarrels. Yep. Continue expanding. Never stop. Grow, grow, grow. Grow, grow, grow. Never think of backing down. Grow, grow, grow. You must be the largest maritime trade house in existence. It is the only way to secure peace on the 7 seas, as I am currently attempting to produce peace on the 7 Earths, or something. Cluster bombs. Don't mind if I do. Armored Brigade and Armored Army is done. Ice mining. 34 rare metals, 48 fuel. I don't think water is honestly that big of a problem in this this particular game here. So okay, there's a bunch of stuff over there.
Birds are in the sky.
Let's see. That looks like several. Yes. All right. We've got several battalions in the same area. Well, we could simply just continue pushing them to the shore. Let's send in one more formation of infantry, one more brigade. Battalion, more correctly. No, that is a brigade. God damn it. I wish they had easier markings. I get them confused all the fucking time. Because 3rd Infantry... Yep, brigade... Oh, they're a corps. Okay, I must have upgraded them by accident. Yes, I did. Yes, please remain a brigade. I don't need a corps just yet. Let's have a look at that. Recon. Motorbike battalion, medium tank battalion. Oh, not independent. Armored Brigade. So the Armored Brigade comes with 270 armor. Medium armor, specifically. That is a fuck-off, get-out-of-my-way force right there. That is one hell of a fuck-off, get-out-of-my-way force. And the Siege Infantry. We're probably going to work towards a armored brigade, because 270 medium tanks, that is going to annihilate pretty much anything in front of it like it's paper, and that is pretty much exactly what I'm looking to do. Militia requires your attention, they require my PP. Model Design Council. No new orders as of yet. Operationalize anything? Heavy Siege Infantry Army, motorized heavy MGs, mechanized heavy MG, mechanized, motorized. Oh, mechanized infantry would be nice. So we've got tons of customization points for when we need them. In fact, a nice quick recon unit would not be a bad idea at all. Let's see. Recon. Independent Recon Battalion. Are they 50 buggies? Okay, where's the motorbike? Motorbike Battalion, 500 motorcycles. Right, this is the one I'm going to add buggies to. I'll rename the Independent Scout Formation.
Copy that.
And, Warless Quarrels. There are elements we want to focus on conquest? Yep. Military, military, military. And on that topic, orders, Staff Council. Oh, I can only customize once per turn. Meh. Fine. The militia does want Archer's PP. Yes, Matthew Rumler. That is correct. This is a game which is easily reskinned to Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate, or 40K, so CGI Lantern. Yes, it is. In fact, I wish they would. I wish they would have added in, you know, actual proper modding tools for this game, because it would have been great. Almost certainly great. Tank Destroyer. Because you could easily make this into whatever else you would want to make it into, and it would still be really, really cool. So it's a damn shame that they didn't focus more on the modability of it, honestly. It is a damn shame. Alright, where is it? Independent. There. Add light armor. And finish. And we're going to raise one of those. Independent. There. I like these. This is, I like having these little units. So these are motorbike infantry. They're basically mounted infantry. That's it. They use motorbikes for speed, and they get off them, and then they do whatever else. The Crusaders will give them a little bit of toughness, and the Rovers will give a little bit of extra heavy engine as well. A little bit of extra, because I believe they're basically machine guns on speed. So this is a nice formation to kind of sneak in behind the enemy super quick and set up a little bit of a blocking position. They're not going to be enough against, like, major armies, but against neutrals, they're fantastic at it. The enemy is fleeing, sir. They're attempting to abandon their friends and family and save themselves. What will we do? We will fucking crush them with our nuclear-powered super battle tanks. That's what we will do. There, you move out of the way. And now begins the glorious job of bombing the fucking shit out of them. In a completely one-sided murder fest, where only one side gets to shoot. Yes. It is the happy, happy day of happy, happy happiness. Actually, I don't even need that extra infantry formation. It's fine. I think we've got this. I'm pretty sure we've got this. I'm quite convinced, in fact. Where did that headquarter go? God damn it. I thought there was a headquarter here somewhere. This is all going to require a major reorganization in the not-too-distant future. Still no new aircraft, so no new orders. Power banks. That's still fine. No tax reductions for you. You can have my PP, but you cannot have my taxes. 2 emergencies in one day. Jesus, you're busy. Fenry Bay doesn't need to expand. Only Crimson Tide needs to expand rapidly and aggressively. Everyone else can kind of calm down a little bit. Let's see. Crimson Tide, 22 ships. Mimir Ocean is kind of catching up. I should probably start influencing them more to stop doing that. Just to calm them down a little bit. Because we don't want them to become a competitor. Because if they become a competitor, then they might be able to actually do some damage to my guys. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? Right, miners. Would you like to become a client state of my nation? Yes. Bloodshire would love to become a client state of my nation. They'd be fucking overjoyed, in fact. Considering the alternative is Zagaskamba, they made the correct choice. God, this is... When it comes to dealing with miners, this has been one of my easiest playthroughs ever, frankly. Because of my incredibly good woman, my woman diplomat is best diplomat. Cross-fertilization. Recombing different strains of algae and plants seem to be able to create new species that provide more food than either of their patents did. Nice. And as my last age, I laid down my responsibilities. Oh, did my, Yes, my secretary just quit. And got replaced by somebody way younger and more handsome and less black. A win for everyone. What are your priorities? You need to focus on discovering shit. I want aircraft, goddammit. A victory for everyone. Tank destroyers, yes. Mount the biggest high-velocity gun you can, along with triple diesel engines and everything else good. Mechanized MG infantry army. Okay. We can deprioritize the operationalization now. We still don't need a lot of that.
Copy that. Copy that.
By Spartan population? No, I like my people.
We'll go.
Speaking of, there's something I've been meaning to do for a while, but keep forgetting. I wonder what it is. I have no idea. Absolutely none. Zero zip nil null. But I'm sure it was important, maybe. Who knows? Continue the bombardment.
We'll go.
Man Commander, the Holocaust is proceeding as planned. They are dying slowly, but they are dying. Still some bastards down there. Right, have a peek with the Air Force.
Birds are in the sky.
See what's in there, because if it's just a single... Yes, it's just a few hundred rifle militia. That should not be a problem.
Attack formation.
And indeed it was not. Skowish. Ah. It grows darker for you still, little surrounded idiots. Maybe you shouldn't have declared war on me. You know, just an idea. Perhaps that was in fact an incredibly poor decision that you elected to make there. Who knows? It's entirely possible that declaring war on a superpower 17 times your size was actually rather fucking foolish. It's, you know, it's just difficult to tell sometimes. It is just actually difficult to tell. It's not that simple, you know, you can't blame them. Yes, it's a vastly superior military force that has mercifully treated everyone else that has surrendered to them, and has committed multiple genocides against the native population, but, you know, who knows, they could have been feeling charitable that day, and you could threaten them into giving you peace. Probably not. But hey, you can try. Consider the advantages of being part of my country. God, Morgan. You are the best. If I could marry you, I would. Seriously, Morgan has, like, integrated what now? 4 nations into my empire without a shot being fired? This chick is worth her, I doubt it not, considerable weight in gold. I don't even care. She could be a land whale at this point. I wouldn't give a shit. I would not give a shit. Consider me a gold digger for Morgan. God, Morgan. Morgan, Morgan, Morgan. You are the best woman. You are the best woman. Look, more farm, more populace, more tax. This is fantastic. God, Morgan is making me reevaluate my entire view on women in general. I always thought they were just useless, but she's proving me wrong every step of the way. Huh. What a strange experience. Discovered water deposit. I'm not thrilled. Advanced sensors, binoculars and so will probably significantly increase the recon points of our troops, I imagine so. Metal soil filtration, that's very nice. Finally, light aircraft, thank God. Conventional small arms. 300 more Galactic Republic grade infantry, 9 machinery, two high-tech items, nice. Ah, yes, that was it. I was going to look through the goddamn thingy-bobs, the things, yes, those. I keep forgetting about it. Never mind. It's not okay. It's not important. Stances. Oh, I say, can you see the blossoming fragmentation grenades over there? Ah, this is warfare at its finest. One side unilaterally and unfairly beating the shit out of the other, without even giving them the opportunity to fire a shot in return. Well, you know what? No, I was about to say we should put them out of their misery. I disagree. I don't think we should. I think they can handle at least one more round of bombardment before they're ready to surrender. I believe they are brave fighters. I believe they are fighting for their home, okay? They wouldn't just give up that easily? God, no. Like, what are you, crazy? We must respect their courage, is what we must. With further barrages of artillery.
Copy that.
Critical failure. Well, I had to get one of those eventually. For Pacifica. Ah, yes, my new zone. Well, you can pay your workers a pittance. You need to recruit some people, and do give me some colonists, too, actually. Here, you can have access to emergency food as well. Right. What's this zone's name, then? What is this zone's name? I don't even know anymore. No, I know. There.
Copy that.
Alright. Did you not accept my name? Did you not accept my name, video game? Don't waste armor, waste ammo. Yes. That was one of my earliest lessons in Gravity Team Tactics. Waste ammunition, not men. Ammo's a hell of a lot easier to resupply. Armored assault infantry, well that does sound fun. God damn it, you didn't rename it like I told you to, you little shits. You.
Copy that.
There we go. Possum's breeding pit.
Copy that.
Lord of Opossums has donated many memberships over the years, so... well, years. I've only had it active for less than 6 months, but over the years, yes indeed. So he gets to have a name in Shadow Empire now. Possum's breeding pit, where there will be many possums in the future. Offering to buy IP, I am more than happy to sell that. Abductions, yes. Do chase the slavers. Success. Nice. No changes to the Economic Council. Set salaries. Greedy bitches. You get paid what you get paid. Research priorities. Secret Service. Synthetic fuel. Metal soil filtration.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Resettlement proposal. Envoy for naval one. A small group of 9 small special refugees. Yes. I like refugees because they're basically free slaves. Nobody would ever dislike free slaves, surely. That would just be a little bit weird and stupid, frankly. Right, since you elected to surrender voluntarily, I am now going to pour an assload of cool shit into your city. I'm going to make people invest in it. I'm going to build a zoo. I'm going to give you money for your private economy. Possum's breeding pit made the correct choice when they surrendered to the Empire. And they will be rewarded for it. I am not a cruel and callous master. I am in fact a generous one. Just look at how much ammunition I shower generously upon these defenders, huh? Most other military leaders would have stopped this by now. But not me. No, not me. I am far too kind. Right, are the odds in my favor? 55 to 1. Alright. I guess it is time to start your engines, sir. Start your engines, gentlemen. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Oh. Well, that didn't take long. I like that. The first white flag was raised the moment the first shot was fired. But even then, the sheer volume of shit killed half of them. Until some spoil sport in the attacking forces went like, Colonel, seriously, this is the white flag. Cease. Like, oh. If you say so. Rules of war and all that. Ah, that was one funny thing, too. During the Russo-Japanese War, Admiral Togo of the Imperial Japanese Navy said something rather spicy, you see. Before the briefing, when he was talking about, starting the war, etc., he explained to his fellow commanders that they were to view the white flag... What the hell are you doing? Video game, you're being gay and dumb. There you go. He said, you view the white flag as nothing more than a piece of cloth. Insignificant. Because he didn't want to let the Russians surrender. At all. Like, he was set on a crushing, decisive military victory to end the war quickly. He didn't want to deal with no fucking prisoners or no garbage like that. The white flag was to be overlooked for as long as possible until it could no longer be ignored. And only then should it be reluctantly, very reluctantly, obeyed. This was kind of hilarious because, actually, at the end of the day, the Japanese performed or behaved very well. They, even the Russians who treated their prisoners all right. I mean, this wasn't the Second World War on the Eastern Front or anything, but even the Russians were like, wow, the Japanese are surprisingly nice people. And then, of course, the Second World War came around, and the Japanese became slightly less nice people. Just a little bit, mind you. Just a little bit. Just a little bit cruel. Da, 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 da. I guess they took Admiral Togo's lessons to heart. Ah, yes, Mahan. Decisive battle doctrine. The Mahanian doctrine. The Mahanian Bible, more correctly. Like, that book was treated like the actual Bible for so many naval strategists and tacticians. A new zeitgeist wanders through the land. We're entering a decade of revolution. Oh, glorious. The effect is your least powerful faction will start to attract a lot of supporters. The countersign to this effect is light. Okay. Conquest acquired Mossvale. Now then, would you like to demand peace again, Mossvale? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you will never demand peace of anyone ever again, in fact. Right, let's build one of those power banks, shall we? Because they'll be pretty useful later on once we're getting a lot of that stuff. We're restoring an assload of food. We're storing an assload of fuel. Would I like to store more? I honestly think I'm probably good. Yep. Let's instead continue on with bureaucratic offices. Expand the bureaucracy! Never ever shall the bureaucracy stop growing. It cannot stop growing. It must not stop growing. More. More bureaucracy. Always more. Okay, I guess you can have a hospital. Are people... people are not very happy. Let me guess. Is it due to low zone QL? Yes. QL is quality of life. So basically, the quality of life here is not very good, and so people are a little bit pissy. For how dimension due to high unrest. Unrest. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of unrest here. Population happiness isn't too bad. Worker happiness is a bit low. Okay. Well, in that case, let's queue up barracks as well. And we'll just make a few nice little comfort things. A truck station. You don't have a truck station? Oh, that's right. Wait, you don't even have basic infrastructure? What kind of backward-ass savages are you? Oh, I've been bombing your city for the last 3 years. Fair enough. I'm surprised that our building's standing at all, frankly, if there are any. Actually, let me see. Assets. Nope, nothing survived. I flattened the entirety of Mossville. Well, yes, sir. That's what you get for resisting. I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe you shouldn't have resisted so vehemently. Maybe you should have given up, you know? Yes, that would have been the reasonable fucking option, but no, you had to go and be heroes. And so, you were bombed. Not my problem, not my fault. Mark the Same says, one critique, advisors don't age. Oh, they do. Advisors, they do indeed. The leaders, they do age. They even visually age. So you can see, like, this guy's portrait, he's far more of an aged gentleman. He's a 74-year-old male, in comparison to, my beloved Trinity Brown, who shall be my mistress, second to Morgan, of course. She's a 31-year-old female. And as they grow up, they will change their appearances. Now, not all of them, like, some of them don't. Like, my advisor, for example, looked pretty much the same, but they will absolutely age and grow old. Like, my director of Secret Service is 59. I think his hair has grayed slightly since then, but not too much. Speaking of, I feel like you are worthy of a Medal of Merit, sir. There you go. Have this. Pin that on his chest. Speaking of leaders, investigate. Is there any way? Difficulty 129. Nah, he still has too much seniority. It's more difficult to investigate people with high seniority. And his investigative stats are still not good enough. Like, he has absolutely unbelievable espionage stats, but his investigation is not top of the line, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Well, we can send some covert up out now to try and figure out what our neighbors look like. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Oh, that's a sea zone, is it? Okay. We're going to send out just a massive fuck-off wave of spies to figure out what things look like around here. But I seem to probably have this continent more or less. That's a major power, and it is hostile to me, so we do have ourselves a major war in the not too distant future, actually. Oof, steal some nomads too. Dirty, dirty, disgusting fucking nomads, savage shits. I do hate nomads. With all of the power in my body, I do hate nomads. Right, if we're gonna start heading southwards, we are going to need a railhead, and we are going to need a city levels be at least 2. Ah, God, I can't even make that. Okay. That's unfortunate. Right, construct rail infrastructure up to Sparta. And construct sealed roads down there as well. Okay. We need to deal with the nomads, and once that is done... What are these? More farmers. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about the farmers, honestly. Not worried about the farmers at all, really. Where were my militia... Where are my militia trucks? Where did I put the militia trucks? Where did I put the militia... my militia trucks are. Okay. Militia trucks. Off on adventures to scout and find things. Right, tanks. You can chill in Mossvale for the time being. The army in general can chill in Mossvale for the time being. We'll move the sealed road up to it. And we'll have the militia begin its little scouting run, and let's see if we can't figure anything out about this place too.
Roger that.
Oh, I'm out of PP. Yeah, I'm finally out of PP. Mercenaries. Sure. Independence agitators in Mossvale. Do nothing, cause 0 CP. I don't even have 0 CP. I don't even have 1 CP. I probably should have done these first, shouldn't I? Yes, I feel like I probably should have done these first. In fact, I can't do any of these, basically. Okay, well, that's going to give me some negative effects. I should have done those first. Do they die of old age? They can, yes, marked ashamed. Normally, they just retire. When they get old enough, they retire. Though many of them won't retire. Many of them will simply just continue. Ah, this one is fucking hilarious. The Thopter wings. Looking at birds, we asked ourselves if we couldn't design an aircraft that uses that flapping motion. Yeah, that flapping motion. Now, flappy, 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 flappy. This is useless on 98% of planets. But if you are on a world with really dense atmosphere, then Thopter wings and helicopters are like your only options. Because everything else is just not going to be able to fly. Like a rocket engine, for example, even if it can take off, the resistance of the atmosphere will be so dense, it'll just friction itself to death. Metal soil filtration, mining robotization, mining techniques, nice, nice, nice. Mimir Ocean made a badly executed naval attack on Aphrodite's waters. 4 ships engaged the enemy ships, lost 4 friendly ships while sinking. Wow. Well, that sucks for Mimir Ocean. That sucks really bad for Mimir Oceans, in fact. At least it's not the Crimson Tide, which are hashtag my guys. A Grande Republic. Hello. A major regime. Another major regime on a tiny fuck-up island. Poor bastards. Right, so the minimap. We have a very good look on the Grand Republic down here. They have GR Automatus. Okay, so they've got Galactic Republic bunkers. Those are going to be a bit annoying to deal with. Greyshire. Wait. They're all the way over there? No, those are... No, that's a different one. Okay, so... There's two major regimes down here. Split down the middle. Wow, they got unlucky. I mean, I had all of this basically to myself. Well, not to myself. I too have a major regime right next to me, but I kind of managed to cuck them, so... Another formation of farmers. I mean, if I were these guys, I'd be crushing them right now. They have Guerrillas 3, automatic rifles with combat armor. Phoenix 2's light tanks, 60mm high velocity, 50mm armor placing. Velociraptors. Light laser gun. Oh, okay. 25mm of liquid armor with a nuclear engine? What? Oh, Grand Republic. I was wondering, like, fucking Christ, how far ahead are you in the tech team? No. Grand Republic units, okay. Not super powerful. Like, not super... I'm thinking probably my big challenge is going to be when I move on to a different continent. That's probably when shit's really going to start hitting the fan, when I need to start establishing a brand new bridgehead. That is going to be a pretty big deal operation when that happens. In the meantime, I need to continue securing here. And let's do our decisions before we do our strategies this time. Instead of finding a populous subject, Morgan. Morgan can do no wrong. I don't care what all of you other fuckers say. Morgan is infallible. I'm backing up Morgan. Screw you. Can I hurry? Prospecting 10%, because there's not probably that much of it.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Interior Council, that's all fine. Synthetic fuel, water, soil, mining, robotization.
Yes, sir.
Synthetic fuel.
Yes, sir.
Waste disposal,
Affirmative.
full sport, critical success, lovely. Rebels in Mossvale.
Yes, sir.
Alright, rebels deployed already. Crimson Tide, yep. Get aggressive. Mimir Ocean, no, keep them down a little bit. And a new governor. Okay, so we got... rebels. Secure the supply lines first and foremost. And then we'll wait and see where the rebels pop up. It's been so peaceful for a while now, but I guess it had to end. It's not even that rebellious a province, honestly. Then again, it has no populace after I bombed it into the dirt, so there's that. For some reason, the population responded poorly to massed artillery barrages. I don't know why. It's just one of those many mysteries of war, I guess. Recruit somebody. Actually, I would love... I don't have a... I do! Let's do that. 50 PP. And recruit a talented young leader to be the governor there. That would be perfect. Diplomacy, well, he'd be better at that, but... yeah. There's plenty of diplomacy to be done in the cities, too. Plenty of stuff to be done in the cities as well. And we'll save the rest of the fate points until we can get something big and cute on the way. Right. I will begin wrapping up there because I'll be releasing a video in 10 minutes talking about Cleopatra, Netflix TV show, which has received an astonishingly low rating of 0.1 out of 10 on Metacritic. It is an absolute unmitigated disaster of the highest order, and with any luck, it'll ruin the career of literally everyone involved. It is the worst. No matter how bad you think it is, it's probably going to be a lot worse than that. So do go watch that in about 10 minutes or so. I'm pretty sure it is the lowest rated documentary ever made. Straight up, ever made. It is terrible. Let's see. Also, remember to do the redirect thingy. who's online? Cube is streaming Silica, so there's an alternative. But I rated him last, so... well, obviously Dev is streaming too, so we'll rate Dev today. Dev is Friend. Even if Friend has far many spicy takes, Dev is still Friend. 0.1, yes, it had 222 negative reviews and 2 positive reviews. It was a slaughter of unimaginable proportions. But we will be doing more Shadow Empire next Tuesday, I'm thinking. And we'll probably do Tuesdays and maybe Sundays, we'll see. Tuesdays and Sundays aren't bad days to do this, I think. As we will continue the pacification of this continent, which we'll probably be able to do next roundabout. And then we will have to start conquering new continents. I do hope there's a proper military threat out there somewhere, because this has been remarkably easy so far. Like, this is the most hospitable planet I think I have ever been on. Honestly, it is. Normally, the planet itself is like half the battle. We end up on some godless volcano world and everybody dies in the first 2 turns, but this has been almost comfortable. Okay, if we ever play this again, which we might, I think chat gets to vote on the planet. Chat gets to create the planet. Because that way, I'll be guaranteed that chat will create an absolutely awful hellhole of a world for me to inhabit. Don't even fucking pretend. I know you little shits. I know you too well. Anyways, until next time, I have been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching and for your super generous donations, and I will see you all again next week. Till then, have a good day.